Hello, everyone. Um, I have a little bit of a thing to do that I forgot to do earlier. So I do have to prematurely, well, I guess not prematurely, but like take a minute before I start playing the game, just because I forgot to take a screenshot. Hello. Okay, I forgot to take a screenshot of uh of my setup here for post. So give me like 2 seconds. I don't know if the music is way too fucking loud, probably. So with my little testy test to get everything set up, because I do everything manually when it comes to like switching game audio and like video and stuff. Uh, there's no music initially like on this home screen. Like you can't hear it, not because there's like my music playing is way too loud. It's literally because there's no music on this like menu screen, quote unquote. Um, I apologize if my voice gets weird or I like stop talking for a second. Yesterday's stream was the longest stream I have ever done. So my voice is like, "Hello, you talk too much." And I was playing a visual novel yesterday. So I don't even see here. It says you wouldn't even be able to hear my music, but whatever. Um, so I need a screenshot. That's right. That's right. That's right. I'm a little in a tizzy because yesterday's stream was so long, and then I didn't go to sleep until very late last night. So I may or may not be a little low energy today. So I apologize if that becomes a problem. So we're here. We got it. I got it now. So today I am playing. God damn it! I always fucking fuck up trying to say the name of this game. Milk inside of a bag. Milk inside of a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk is what I'm playing today. I need to turn up. There is apparently music in this game, according to like the devs, because the devs like sell the the soundtrack. For some reason, I know the reason is because I got out of bed really late, but for some reason it feels like super late in the day. I know it's only 4 o'clock, but it feels later than that. So I guess I'll just hop in. Um, None of my... I'm trying to wait for my bitches to get here. My gaggle of bitches. But none of my gaggle are here. So I don't know what to do. Because usually, like, at least Disco or someone is, like, in chat today. But nobody's here today. So, I guess... I'll hop in, I guess. I'm trying to give it a minute so any of my gaggle can get here, but none of my gaggle are here. So I feel weird. I feel weird starting without any of my gaggle. Because at least in the beginning, there's like Disco or like Akiza or Finn, since Finn's home. But nobody's here, and it's weird. But nothing to it but to do it. I mean, this game has 3 endings. This game has a sequel. I just figured out that the game has a sequel, and I'm kind of sad about it because I don't have the money to get the sequel now. But I guess I'll do the sequel later. But yeah, so we begin. It's really weird being quiet, but I know as soon as I get music back up, music's gonna fucking start. So, help me buy milk. Oh, write down your name, it says. Oops. I forget my caps is still on. Oops. Nothing to it but to do it. It feels super quiet, so it's... Hate that. I'm sorry if the audio is too loud or too quiet. Since none of my mods are here, I can't, and there's not really anyone in chat, I don't know. So I'm hoping for the best. I walk down the road to my store and rehearse my speech. It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I completely forgot what words to say when entering a store. I'm going to the store. Who are you talking to? I'm imagining as if I were a character in a game. What if it helps me gather my thoughts? Are we going to play the silent game? Okay. I take a deep breath of air. Hello, can I... Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt, and I'm failing again. I bite my lip in frustration. So, once again. Hello, can I get... Wow, that's a whole word war. Thank you, I'm trying my best. I think this time the I should sound... I think this time the I sound was longer than usual. Do you think that's it? Who knows? Hello, can I... I wish I hadn't said anything. Don't worry. Okay. By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on the pavement and your right foot on the grass for a full minute now. What? My right foot is frozen in the air. How much? 50 steps on the pavement and 51 on the grass. You have to undo the previous step. How do you imagine that? It's not the first time this has happened. You've been taught the right way, haven't you? Come on. I don't remember. I'm ready to burst into tears. Here we go again. So, step 1, take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Wait a minute, what do you mean step 1? What then? But it's already the 52nd. Or wait, am I going backwards? So then it's the 50th? It doesn't add up. Okay. Step 50. Take 1 step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Could you rephrase it just a little bit? You can't just repeat a phrase without changing it, at least 1 word. People don't talk like that. You're hopeless. You make it sound like it's my fault. The store closes in an hour or so. You will be very, very guilty if you don't buy milk. Damn, really? Well, are you ready? Hell yes. I just realized, I'm pretty sure this is a horror game, but it doesn't feel super horror yet. So I'm like, did I miscategorize this? I hope not. Because it's on all my posts that it's a horror game. It feels like a horror game at least, but the dialogue isn't there yet. Scrolling. Jesus Christ. There it is. Store page. Yeah, psychological horror. Got it. Okay. Jesus Christ. Alright. Hell yes. I carefully move my foot backward, looking carefully into the dense grass. As I enter the store, I turn to the first person I see. Hello, can I... Hello? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Oh my god, how long are we gonna do this? Excuse me, what? Oh. Holy shit, please. Please. You shouldn't have done that. He's obviously not gonna change his lines. You run the risk of ending up in an endless loop. Excuse me, what? Oh. Oh my god, please. 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 Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Oh shit, I didn't plug in my laptop. Shit. We're a mess today. What? Oh. What is he trying to tell you? He's trying to scare me. But how does he know that I'm terrified by the letter O? This fucking game is goofy as hell. So, what's so scary about it? I have a frightening image when I picture it in my head. I can show you. Explaining won't be enough. But keep it... Yeah, that is terrifying. Welcome! What's a good horror story without a few goofs and gaffes here and there? I mean, that's very true. All the best, like, psych horrors have some, like, goofs and gaffes, and then it hits you. That's my favorite kind of game, is, like, the game that starts off unassuming. And, like, especially cute games that start off unassuming, and then, bam, hits you with some, like, psych horror. That's, like, my favorite kind of, like, psych horror game. Something like that. So, I'll just continue to ignore his question. What? Oh. What? Oh. What? Oh, please, I'm so tired of the loops. Please. What? Oh. I gather all my will into a fist. Oh. Oh. My interlocutor shook and crawled away. You just repeated after him. And it worked. Do it more often. Wait, I said he crawled away. Did really crawl away? I mean, I didn't even look in his direction. When exactly did you say that? Just now. Personally, I didn't hear it. You're just trying to distract me. But I know my words were shown on the screen. I'm standing by the shelves. On the rack there are bags of milk. We both stand and the milk lies. Or maybe... Hey, slow down. Do you remember why you're here? To buy milk. So buy it. Right here? Well, what do you expect me to say? I guess something like not here? Not here. Take the bag and go to the cash register. I guess the first sentence. And you, as if out of spite, didn't pause before the second one. You want to rob me of my little victories? I sigh and reach out and take the milk. Or rather, the bag with the milk inside. Or rather, a bag of milk inside of a bag. Or rather, a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk. Or rather, a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk inside of a bag. Or rather, oh no, this whole game is gonna be fucking repeating. Ooh, okay. Alright. Maybe not the best game after a very long stream, but that's okay. That's okay. Fucking long ass stream yesterday. Or rather, a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk inside. Come on. 15 minutes before the store closes. Hurry up. This whole thing took an hour in game time. I've been playing for like 10 minutes. Oh boy! Milk hog day. That's very funny. Sorry. My screen with my stream manager is a little far, so I'm having trouble seeing. Milk hog day. It's really gonna feel like Milk hog day when I fucking restart this game to do all 3 endings. I remember what these games are called. Visual novels. And by the way, the numbers are written there in full with letters. Are visual novels worse than books? But they're this game was not originally in English. That's right. So some of the grammar and words might be a little off. But there the authors are not late. Okay, the grammar isn't off. I'm just stupid. This is the improved English version. There's 2 English versions. There's the original English version and the improved English version, and this is the improved one. But there, the authors, there needs to be a comma there. That's why it fucked me up. But there, the authors are not lazy, so don't get lazy either. Wait, I thought only your thoughts were visible on screen. Not anymore. So watch your mouth. Ahem. Anyway, you heard me. Hurry up or you'll get at home again. Get it at home again. Jesus Christ. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Hello, can I get some milk, please? Do these weird fucking alien things. I swear to God, you have it! Give. I put the weighty bag on the register, of course. Not just the bag, but the milk, too. Hi, can I have it, please? No. Please. No. But please, Mom will throw me out of the window if I don't get back without milk. If I get it back without milk. No. But why not? Give more. But I don't have anything else. Hey. What? Pay for the milk. Huh. Really, what would I do without you? I take a crumpled bill out of my pocket and hand it to the cashier. He starts to carefully examine it. It took about 2 days before he nodded contentedly, Jesus Christ, and put it in the cash register. 2 days? Thank you, goodbye. Dude, the milk's gonna be bagged. I walk down a familiar street past a gas station. A bag of milk unpleasantly tugs at my hand, reminding me of the days when I was in physical therapy. Lore? By the way, they gave me a bag at the checkout, so now I'm carrying a bag of milk in another bag. Don't think anything of it, I just love the pyramidal structure of verbal constructions. The gas station is getting closer. How are you feeling? Thank you for your interest. I feel like a mile-long bar of ice cream. What is that supposed to mean? As if I'd tell you. But I'm really interested. I'm trying to be as nice as possible to this girl. I'm assuming. Well, look, the ratio of water to milk and the volume of the air occupied by me is about 30 to 1. Hello? These sentences are fucking crazy, dude. Phone's on going fucking crazy. And yeah, ice cream is not the best, but unless you want to drink more than eat. Anyway, the road from the store to the gas station is a stick. And and the road from the gas station to home is ice cream. During today's walk, my body has been through every part of this path. Simple math. I see. I feel movement under my feet. Asphalt grains, petrol stains. I'm trying to keep my balance. And how do people move over something as uneven as the city plane? It's like we're hearing snippets from conversations that are completely independent from another. It really does. It does feel like independent, like, conversation. Like, it's two different people have two different conversations, but they're having the conversations with each other. It's really weird. Gently, heel, toe, I count my mind every meter of the path I walk. I even close my eyes for more connection. This is some OCD shit. Like some strong OCD shit. Hey, watch out! Ah? I unconsciously take a sharp step to the side. At the same moment, a huge bear rushes past me with a wild screech. Hey, I'm walking here! I cast a reproachful glance at the swiftly departing giant. Its red eyes, in turn, look at me with mockery. Do you see that? How brazen! It was a truck. Oh, really? Although, if you think about it... Oh, no, this is psychosis. This isn't OCD, this is psychosis. Although, if you think about it, are there bears with eyes on the backs of their heads? You could have died. Come on, are you saying someone would seriously want to kill an innocent girl carrying a bag of milk? The world is a cruel and dangerous place. I'm not in the world you're talking about. My journey continues. If you think about it, the road from the store has one interesting property. It adjusts to me in the most bizarre ways. When I'm in a hurry, all the traffic lights turn off helpfully. When I feel like crying, a cloud appears over me and pours rain. Rain streams that hide my tears. Right now, I can feel a cloud slowly gathering over top of my head. I'm sad. Are you sure this is really happening? I'm sorry, is this like a psychosis, like, therapy session? What's happening? I'm sorry, I didn't think I was playing Frambo again. What else could it be? Has it ever occurred to you that it's all in your head? That's not what the manual said at all. Apparently, these pills don't work for me either. Am I playing Frambo again? The pills have nothing to do with it. Please, I just want to get home and go to bed. I really, really am very grateful to you, but please, no more. You have to accept the truth. No! You have to accept the truth. No! Uh-oh, goddammit. No! Oh, fuck! Looks like Ash doesn't help me at all. I guess I'll try something else next time. Oh, okay, we are starting over. I don't know which ending I just got. It popped up, but I didn't see it. So, like, uno momento. It says I didn't get another one, but I just saw it. It just said, God, Jesus. Alright, so this time, since we're playing again, I get to be a little cheater and do the short guide. Okay, so I did get not this time. So I have one more. Oh, God. I only have one more left. Huh. We'll see if the achievement pops up. It popped up here. It popped up in my, like, my notifications. Let's see. Of course I can't find it. Manage notifications. Of course, I cannot see any of my fucking notifications now. Without shutting everything down. Okay. Well, now, we get to do, again. I hope we can do it this time. Alright, I gotta open Streamlabs, or it's not Streamlabs, Jesus Christ. I gotta open Stream Manager on my phone so I can see, like, messages and shit. That was quite abrupt, it was! It really was! It just stopped. So, this will be a very short stream, and I actually don't know what I'm gonna do next. I just looked up, like, yesterday how long this game was, and I was like, shit, this is gonna be a short game. I didn't think it was gonna be this short. It said an hour, and I'm, like, only 30 minutes into stream, and I started playing the game at 9 minutes. So I've only been playing for 20 minutes. I didn't know that this game was this short, or I would have planned something else, too. I walked down the road to the store and rehearsed my speech. It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I completely forgot what words to say when entering a store. I'm going to the store. Did I not get the achievement because I wasn't mean to her? Well, I'll try to be nice to her again. Who are you talking to? I'm imagining as if I was a character in a game. What if it helps me gather my thoughts? What game? Well, you know. There are games where you can see the character's thoughts right on the screen, you know. So I thought if someone is reading my mind, I need to be very focused so I don't blurt out too much. I take a deep breath of air. Hello, can I? Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt, and I'm failing again. I bite my lip in frustration. So once again. Hello, can I get... Wow, that's a whole word more. Thank you, I'm trying my best. I think this time the I sound was longer than usual. Do you think that's it? Who knows? Hello, can I... I wish I hadn't said anything. Don't worry. Okay. By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on the pavement and your right foot on the grass for a full minute now. What? My right foot is frozen in the air. How much? 50 steps on the pavement and 51 on the grass. You have to undo the previous step. How do you imagine that? It's not the first time this has happened. You've been taught the right way, haven't you? Come on. I don't remember. I'm ready to burst into tears. Ugh, here we go again. So, Step 1, take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Wait a minute. What do you mean step 1? What then? But it's already the 52nd. It's already the 52nd. Or wait, am I going backwards? So it's the 50th. It doesn't add up. Okay. Step 50. Take a step back to get your foot in the... Oh my gosh. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Could you rephrase it just a little bit? You can't just repeat a phrase without changing at least one word. People don't talk like that. You're hopeless. You make it sound like it's my fault. The store closes in an hour, so you will be very, very guilty if you don't buy milk. Damn, really? Well, are you ready? Hell yes. I carefully move my foot backward, looking carefully into the dense grass. As I enter the store, I turn to the first person I see. Hello, can I? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. We're gonna do this over... This is gonna go for a while. There we go. You shouldn't have done that. He's obviously not going to change his lines. You run the risk of ending up in an endless loop. Excuse me, what? Oh. 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 What? Oh. What is he trying to tell you? He's trying to scare me, but how does he know that I'm terrified by the little arrow? What's so scary about it? I have a frightening image when I picture it in my head. I can show you, explaining won't be enough, but keep it in mind. It doesn't do it justice, I think is what that said. The fucking O jump scares me. Both times we've done this. Something like that. So I'll just continue to ignore his question. What? Oh. What? Oh. We're gonna do this for what? Oh. I gather all my will into a fist. Oh. Oh. My interlocutor shook. I feel like that's not locator, like locutor. I can't read. Shook and crawled away. You just repeated after him. And it worked! Do it more often. Wait, I said he crawled away. Did he really crawl away? I mean, I didn't even look in his direction. When exactly did you say that? Just now. Personally, I didn't hear it. You're just trying to distract me. But I know my words were shown on the screen. This fucking meta-ass game. I'm standing by the shelves. On the rack, there are bags of milk. We both stand, and the milk lies, or maybe... Hey, slow down. Do you remember why you're here? To buy milk. So buy it. Right here? What do you expect me to say? I guess something like not here. No, not here. Take the bag to the and go to the cash register. I guess the first sentence. And you, as if out of spite, didn't pause before the second one. You want to rob me of my little victories? I sigh and reach out to take the milk, or rather, the bag with the milk inside. Or rather, a bag of milk inside of a bag. Or rather, a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk. Or rather, a bag of milk inside of a bag... A bag of milk inside of a bag of milk inside of a bag. I don't know why this is so hard for me. Or rather, a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk inside. Come on, come on. 15 minutes before the store closes. Hurry up. I remembered what these games are called. Visual novels. And by the way, the numbers written there in full with letters. Are visual novels worse than books? But there the authors are not lazy, so don't get lazy either. Wait, I thought only your thoughts were visible on screen. Not anymore, so watch your mouth. Ahem. Anyway, you heard me. Hurry up, or you'll get it at home again. I'm on my way. Hello, can I get some milk, please? You have it. Ah! Give. I put a weighty bag on the register. Of course, not the bag, but the milk too. Can I have it, please? No. Please? No. But please, Mom will throw me out the window if I get back without milk. No. But why not? Give more. But I don't have anything else. Hey. What? Pay for the milk. Really? What would I do without you? I take a crumpled bill out of my pocket and hand it to the cashier. He starts to carefully examine it. It took about 2 days before he nodded contentedly and put it in the cash register. Thank you. Goodbye. I walk down a familiar street past a gas station. A bag of milk unpleasantly tugs at my hand, reminding me of days where I was in physical therapy. By the way, they gave me a bag at the checkout, so now I'm carrying a bag of milk and another bag. Don't think anything of it. I just love the pyramidal structure of verbal constructions. The gas station is getting closer. How are you feeling? Thank you for your interest. I feel like a mile-long bar of ice cream. What is that supposed to mean? As if I'd tell you. But I'm really interested. Well, look. The ratio of water to milk and the volume of air occupied by me is about 30 to 1. And yeah, ice cream isn't the best unless you want to drink more than eat. Anyway, the road from the store to the gas station is a stick. And the road from the gas station to home is the ice cream. During today's walk, my body has been to every part of this path. Simple math. I see. I feel movement under my feet, asphalt grains, petrol stains. I'm trying to keep my balance, and how do people move over something as uneven as the city plane? Gently, hero to toe, I count in my mind every meter of the path I walk. I even close my eyes for more connection. Hey, watch out! I unconsciously take a sharp step to the side. At the same moment, a huge bear rushes past me with a wild screech. Hey, I'm walking here! I cast a reproachful glance at the swiftly departing giant. Its red eyes in turn look at me with mockery. Did you see that? How brazen! It was a truck. Oh, really? Although, if you think about it, are there bears with eyes on the backs of their heads? You could have died. Come on, are you saying someone would seriously want to kill an innocent girl carrying a bag of milk? The world is a cruel and dangerous place. I'm not in the world you're talking about. My journey continues. If you think about it, the road from the store has one interesting property. It adjusts to me in the most bizarre ways. When I'm in a hurry, all the traffic lights turn off helpfully. When I feel like crying, a cloud appears over me and pours rain streams to hide my tears. Right now, I feel a cloud slowly gathering over the top of my head. I'm sad. Are you sure this is really happening? What else could it be? Okay, to make sure I don't fuck it up, because there's a part that I could fuck it up. Okay. You know what? What? Since I'm a character in a visual novel, I want to talk to whoever's reading this right now. If you say so. I forcefully squeeze my head with my hands and place a thought block. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bench, the perfect place for my cliched visual novel monologues. I move closer, place a noticeably weighted bag of milk next to it, and raise my head to the sky. Listen. I'm a little embarrassed. I realize that I'm going crazy. The medications are becoming less and less effective, so ultimately things will happen painlessly, I hope. Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh shit. And according to get the thingy, I gotta say yes, and the capitalization is important. Really? I must be nothing like the model protagonist at all, huh? To be honest, I haven't read many visual novels. Sometimes I regret it because now it costs me a lot of effort just to distinguish between letters and words. By the way, if you don't mind, I'd rather not name my diagnosis. Let at least you be the one who sees me for who I am. Even though I made you up. Don't take that away from me, okay? Don't ask me for too much. How stupid does this all seem? From the very beginning, you've been following me, reading my delusional thoughts, hearing my silly conversations. I must seem crazy and weird to you. What is it like to see the world through my eyes? Ever since, something happened, all I see is red blood everywhere. No, don't worry about me. I got used to it a long time ago. Admittedly, I'd even forgotten what other colors look like. Come on now. Those monsters from the store, they didn't scare me at all. After all, I know they won't hurt me. Sometimes I think that they themselves are afraid of me. Can you imagine that? By the way, if you want to ask what happened, please don't. Promise? Yes. Really? Of course you couldn't help but ask. In the end, I'm just talking to myself. Sooner or later, I would have brought it up. So you're really that interested in what happened to me? I won't waste time. What do you see? Dude, I see jack shit. Blood, I guess? Okay, I might risk having to do this again, but just gonna... Yes. Anyway. This is my dad. Oh shit. Some of his parts, at least. We do have a very, very difficult family. But despite all the problems, I never would have thought... Sorry, I shouldn't have raised my voice. Anyway, I didn't know she raised her voice, I'm so sorry. Anyway, he jumped out the window and died. This is my last memory. Then a long gap. Strange, very strange. Today is the first time I've ever been able to buy something in a store without a major incident. Of course, the medicine helped me, however. I think it's more your merit. I keep thinking, we mustn't screw up in front of my reader, or, oh my god, what will he think? I don't know why I decided to become a visual novel character for the sake of going to the store today, but it clearly paid off. Thank you. By the way, it seems to me that there are some boundaries in our communication. That's how I like it. And yet, I've been so sad lately. I've been thinking more and more about what my life has become ever since my dad. Well, you know. Day after day, it's the same thing. I've tried so many medications that I hardly feel the difference between them anymore. As long as they help keep me on my feet, I'm happy. But you know what? Today is a special day because I have you. There's so much I want to tell you. That was very rude of you. Oh no. I'm not going to pressure you. I'm just advising you to go home. I don't know what the fuck that said. I understand. Well, dear reader, shall we go? When I get to my floor, I hang over the railing, repeating the action every time like a ritual. I stop being afraid of heights altogether. A few minutes ago, the effects of the medicine finally wore off, so I just enjoy this blissful silence. When I'm under the influence of drugs, terrible and unpleasant melodies sound in my head, mixing with the sounds of the world around me. They create a terrible dissonance in my head. I turn around and go to my apartment. Did you bring the milk? I'm guessing that's her mom. Yeah. Hi, Mom. Did you bring the milk? Yes, Mom. Did your new medicine help? Yes, Mom. Go to bed. Yes, Mom. Okie dokie then. So let's see if that, achievement, not even achievement's been acting weird, so let's see if that achievement counted. It did! Wait, no it didn't. What? Huh. It counted, now I have 2 out of 3, with not this time. Huh. I'll play one more time, because I was nice to her both times, and now I'm gonna be a dick to her. I don't want to be a dick to her, but you know. Oh shit, I forgot I have to write my name again. Oh, it didn't ask me again. I walked to the road, hello? I walked down the road to the store and rehearsed my speech. It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I completely forgot what words. Apparently I'm forgetting how words work. Jeez Louise. I forgot what words to say when entering a store. I'm going to the store. Shut up and go already. Hey, aren't you supposed to help me? I take a deep breath of air. Hello, can I? Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt and I'm failing again. I bite my lip in frustration. So once again. Hello, can I get... Wow, that's a whole word more. Thank you, I'm trying my best. I think the I sound was longer than usual. Is that an L? Oops. Cause that's an L. So that's an L. I've been saying I this whole time. Oops. Do you think that's it? Who knows? Hello. Oh, it has been an L all 3 fucking times. God damn it. Hello, can I... I wish I hadn't said anything. My bad. Haha, loser. Don't insult me, please. By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on the pavement and your right foot on the grass for a full minute now. What? My right foot is frozen in the air. How much? 50 steps on the pavement and 51 in the grass. You have to undo the previous step. How do you imagine that? It's not the first time this has happened. You're so stupid. Oh, that was quick. Yeah, it doesn't help me at all. I guess I'll try something else next time. Huh. Well, those are all 3 achievements. I got them all, but it doesn't say I did. So, I am a little worse for wear here. I don't know what to do. 'Cause this was my only plan. My only plan was to play this game, and then I found out yesterday that the game was short as hell. Oh! You can save! Well, that would have been nice to know. Now I have to decide, do I... Uh-oh. Don't know what I just... Oh, I just... Okay. I'm having trouble, closing the game. I just closed... No, I don't know what I closed. I closed something. Oh, I closed PNG Tuber like an idiot. Give me like 2 seconds. Now, I'm a little at an impasse here, because now I, don't have anything else to play. Which is not great. So, I need to figure out something. I need to figure out... Okay, now it says I have all 3 achievements. I need to open PNG Tuber, because that's what I was doing. Jesus Christ, my ADHD ass. I was like, what am I doing? What am I opening? I opened PNG Tuber, and now I can't find it. There it is. And it's gonna be big, and I'm sorry. There we go. Back to normal. Sorry. So, I actually don't know what to do right now. I have another 2 hours that I usually... 2 hours and 5 minutes that I usually stream. So, I don't want to raid yet, because it's been an hour. It hasn't even been an hour yet. So, I don't know what to do. I guess I'll sit and chat for a moment. And yap for a moment, specifically. Play the music a little bit, and figure out what I'm doing. Because, this is very not planned. Because I don't want to play a free game. Because I do have another short free game. And I'm trying to decide if I want to spend another 2 hours on Frambo. So, like, just yap for me. Yap for me. With me for a moment. I'm just gonna yap for a little bit. I'm gonna see how long Frambo takes to play, and then look at stream. And see, see if, this becomes, like, surprise Frambo. Fuck, dude. Frambo's so long. I forgot how long Frambo is. Jesus Christ. I let's see. I think I've played Frambo for about 3 hours. So technically I would have like about 4 or 5 hours left, which is fucking nuts. Nutso like fucking bananas. So I guess we're just gonna peruse, because I don't want to. I might play double cheeseburger medium fries just like on free play. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do, because a lot of my other games, like, I'm saving for things. Like, a lot of my other games that I could play are like games that either will take too long, because I don't want to go over 3 hours. I went 6 hours yesterday. I'm not doing 6 hours again today. I'm doing 3 hours and 3 hours alone. Maybe 2 if I don't fucking figure something out. Like, Robin is a free game, because I was like, oh, I'll do another short game, but most short games are free games. And I really don't want to play another free game, like, when it's not Friday, so I continue to have a list, because if I play too many free games, I need to edit my thing to just chatting for now, so people don't pop in and think that I'm still playing a game. But I won't change the title. Yeah, I really don't know. Because I've got about 2 more hours that I planned on streaming. And now I'm kind of in like a standstill, where I don't know if I want to play one of my like short free games that won't be able to be on their own anyway. I wish one of my friends were here, like, so I could like have like an actual like back and forth. I don't mind silent chats a lot of times since I'm so small, but like, it would be helpful. I really don't want to play, I really fucked myself over, huh? Well, since Robin can't take... Well, fuck. If I change genres, then I'll have to change my title. This is quite the pickle I'm in. I could play The Supper again. I fucking love The Supper. And Supper is a game I played. It takes 26 minutes to finish. I am gonna text friends of mine to see if they have an idea. Because I am out of ideas. And usually when I find out a game is super short, I have a plan B. I didn't think that far today. I didn't give myself enough time to think that far. And I really don't want to go under 2 hours. Cause I really I'm pushing. Most people do 3 hours or more. People usually do more than 3 hour streams. Like 3 hours is usually like the minimum that people do on Twitch. It's too long. Fucking, of course, Disco goes, play more Date with Death, because I just got me the DLC for Date with Death. I'm like, I can't play Date with Death because fucking I'll it'll take way too long. I played one go round through Date with Death yesterday, and it was fucking 6 hours long. Hi, Disco. Thank you for your assistance. I appreciate you. I don't know what to do. Because a Date with Death is too long. It's way too long. It took me 6 hours yesterday to get through one playthrough. And I can't reliably, like, gauge how long a playthrough is going to be, besides the days. But then I wouldn't get all through 7 days. And I really hate, unless a game is super duper long, I really hate cutting things short. Just, especially when it's a game that I've already played. I know I can cut it up into parts, but it's a game I've already played, and like I kind of, if I'm gonna play it again, I want to play it for like a whole stream at least, like a whole 3 hours instead of just 2. Date with Death Friday. It's Saturday, Goober. Friday was yesterday. That's why we played Date with Death yesterday. Because it was it was Friday yesterday. Date with Death is free technically, besides the DLC, one of the DLCs. Yeah, you're running the sex run. I hope that's going well. I'm really out of ideas here. Like, I could chat for another 2 hours. Of course you are. I could chat for another 2 hours, but like it would just be me, you, back and forth in the fucking chat, mostly probably talking about Date with Death. But yeah, because if I do another free game, then I can't do it like a short free game. I can't do it on a Friday. Plus, a lot of the free games I have aren't the same genre, and if I had titled this differently, it would have been fine. But I titled this stream in a very specific way, thinking that this game would be at least a tad longer. I would have been fine with it just being 2 hours, or being like near 2 hours, and I yap for like 30-40 minutes. But the fact that it was like literally like 55 minutes, and 9 of those minutes was me fucking around with socials. And being and like half of that 9 was like me on my starting screen. So like I'm in a bit of an impasse here. I'm trying to think, like I could go, like maybe I could go through stream games and like see like me and you can talk about through chat, me and chat, i.e. Fucking Disco, talk about like the free games I find, or we can like search through free games. It's like that's the only other thing I can think about. Because, like, if I play another game, most games that are not 6 hours are, like, 15. I really should have looked this up and had a backup. And I saw that it was an hour long. It said it was going to be an hour long. It said it was going to be 47 minutes. For most players, it was 47 minutes. And I was like, to complete... I thought it was 47 minutes to complete just one ending. I was incorrect. It's 47 minutes for like for the whole thing. Short ass game. I am trying desperately to find something to do because I also just don't want to play like a lot of people, like, when they don't have anything to do, they do Roblox, and, like, that's fine. But I really don't want to play Roblox by myself, or play Roblox right now. But, I don't know. I'm trying to like rack my brain here, like truly rack my brain to see what I could do. Cause maybe I could. There's some games that like I maybe I could like play them again since a lot of them aren't in the rotation anymore. Like if a lot of like free games especially that I've already played uh back in my broken ankle days because I broke my ankle like oh god it's almost 2 years ago now when I broke my fucking ankle on those stairs. I played a lot of games and watched a lot of YouTube. That's how I found some of my favorite games. Like one of my favorite games on the planet that I do want to play eventually, but I kind of want to I want to space it out. I really want to get to the point where it's been so long since I played it and I played it. Now it's almost been 2 years, so we're getting close. But I don't want to play it again, especially not like all the way through again. I have all the achievements for it, so really I would only have to play it like all the way through to get like the true end twice. Or technically, since I've already played, I would only have to play through it once. I think. I don't know how that we playing that after a while goes. I would assume since it remembers that I did all those things, it would. But anyway, sorry. The game I'm talking about, I never even mentioned the game. Like the game I'm talking about is Lily's Well. It's one of my favorite psych horrors to exist. It's one of my favorite games on the planet. Is Lily's Garden, and it fucked me up for about 3 days. And I played it for about 3 days. I played it so long, dude. I love that. I guess I'm just gonna yap for an hour. I guess maybe yap about some of my favorite games and like some things I want to do in the future with streaming. Since this stream is a little short, the gameplay is a little short. I'll just yap for a little bit. But Lily's Garden is one of my favorite games. I can, you know what? I can show it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll talk about, if I talk about games, I'll like show them. Since we're yapping. Since we're yapping. Disco hates it when I Steam because they're so, like, they're paranoid about it. They're like, you just gotta be careful what you show on stream. And I'm like, I know, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's like, you can't show your whole window. People are gonna, like, fuck your shit up. And I'm like, maybe. But it'll be okay. You can't see anything. Let's see. Let's get, I played a lot of, psych horror games when I broke my ankle. I broke my ankle falling down, big concrete stairs 2 years ago, almost. About a year and a half ago. Broke my fucking ankle in 3 places. Now I have a plate in my ankle, which is fun. So I was out of work for 3 months. So I had a lot of free time, and actually that is when I started watching Smosh. If you know anything about me, I am now obsessed with like modern Smosh. I should say that modern Smosh, which is controversial for like a lot of people who like Smosh. But I love modern Smosh. I really do. I talk about like Shane and Damien a lot, and they're like, those are my boys. Those are my white boys. But yeah, that's when I started watching like modern Smosh. I love that shit. And I played a lot of games. I started watching Smosh for Reddit stories. And then I kept going, and that was all I watched for a little while. And then I played a lot of games, specifically psych horror games. I found my love for psych horror because my ankle was broken. I couldn't do anything else besides like watch YouTube and like watch movies maybe, but I'm not a movie watcher, and play games. So that's what I did for a long time, and I found some of my favorite games on the planet doing that. Lily's Well. There it is. So, so it is like a. I don't know the difference between like 8-bit and like what like 8-bit's game, but it's a really classic looking game, and it has a lot of like that's very nice, honey. That's very nice that you're allowed to peg him. That's very nice. So, the story is it's a rainy night in the spring of 2005. Lily is left home after her papa put her to bed. She is awoken by a cry for help outside her window. It's coming from a well. Help Lily gather a rope to go down the well and save the poor soul soul trapped there. Jesus Christ. Nice game. I fucking love this game. And a lot of it, I don't know if they show it here. I don't know if they show it, but a lot of their cuts, their oh my god, what is it called? Oh my god, scene cuts. Jesus Christ, are cut scenes. Jesus fucking Christ, what the hell? What the fuck did I just do? What did my brain just? I don't know. Anyway, cutscenes. A lot of the cutscenes are like in a weird like early 2000s anime style. It doesn't show it here. I wonder if I can find it in like some of the community tabs. Yeah, but I got 21. I got all 21 fucking achievements. But yeah, you play as a little girl and you collect things around your house to go around your house and around like the outside of the house to make rope, and you go down the well. But there's more to it. There's some like lore and story shit, and it's a fucking glorious game. And I can't remember the difference between like 8-bit or 16-bit and like bit type games, but it's a very like retro style game. Like think like the original Legends of Zelda. That's the kind of style of game it is. I fucking adore it. I adore it so much. And then another game of mine that I like is I'm gonna have to go back and forth because I really don't want to like. I own a couple of games you're not supposed to play on Twitch, and I really don't want to get in trouble for it. So like, I'll pull up everything like one by one. Another game that I've played, and I'll try to find is it's another free game. It's Purgatory. I play a lot of free games. I spent a lot of time like scrolling through free games just to see, because I didn't have much money because I was using my disability or my short-term disability insurance from work to pay all of our bills. So I had to like. It says I don't have all of them, but it says that I have all the achievements. You little shit. Anyway, sorry. I have episode 1 of Sally Face, but no more of it. I wonder how long that would take. Anyway, sorry. We're already like within the second hour. It's fine. Oh shit. I forgot what I was saying. My meds are not working. I don't know why. But I was talking about Purgatory. I was scrolling through. There it is. I was talking about Purgatory. I was scrolling through free games a lot because I was. There we go. I got back to the point. I got back there. I was scrolling through free games a lot because I didn't have much money because I had to pay a lot of our bills. At the time, because Finn didn't make a lot of money, I think, at his particular job, because he was working at GameStop. Which, that's a whole another fucking thing. But yeah, I think I need to make this a tad bigger. Just so it's a little easier to see. It's still hard as shit to see, but it's fine. I I go back and forth between trying to change my overlay, like thinking about changing my overlay, especially when I game, to have just the game on screen and then me in the corner. But I really don't want to block anything because I hate when that happens with gamers. Like I hate when that happens with like face cams and shit, and with VTubers too. It happens with VTubers. A lot of VTubers just put their VTuber in the corner, and then it's good. It's good. I just don't want to miss anything, and I don't want anyone else to miss anything. Especially if I'm too big, like all that shit. And especially, and with chat, because I don't have a custom chat box, so it's like a literal box. My chat box, like on Streamlabs, is a literal box. So chat would also block shit, which I also hate that too. That's why I have like my very specific overlay, because I'm very specific, because I'm neurodivergent. Anyway, Purgatory. That was a long rant. Purgatory is a game. It's spelled with 2 R. It's spelled like purgatory because puns. It is a game that I was playing while I broke my ankle, so it's another game I finished all the way through, and it's probably one of, if not my favorite games of all time. Like, all 3 of my favorite games are 3 very different games. My 3 favorite games of all time are, like, off the top of my head, I would have to, like, to be for sure, I would have to go through, like, all of the games I've ever played and like really rack my brain. But my favorite games that I've played personally, because now I have to separate games in general and games I've personally played, because I grew up as a kid who didn't play a lot of video games if it wasn't on the DS or on the Wii. So, and when I did go to other people's houses who had like Xboxes and PlayStations, they wouldn't let me play because all of my mom's friends' kids were dicks for some reason. So I was never allowed to play. I was only allowed to watch. Like, so I've never played Grand Theft Auto a day in my life. My little brother has. My 10-year-old little fucking brother has. But I've never played Grand Theft Auto. The closest thing that I've ever played, like on an Xbox, that wasn't like, I had an Xbox 360 when it came out, and then it got stolen. But the only thing that wasn't a Kinect game that I ever played was Mortal Kombat. And I played that with like my dad and then like adult male friends that my mom had. So those are the only like console games I played for a very long time. So until very recently, which I'm still shit, I've never had like controller dexterity. So like it would be painful for any of my friends to watch me play video games on like consoles, because I was so I had no practice. I didn't get to be shit as a little kid, so now I'm shit now. Which is funny, because now I play, like, AAA games like Baldur's Gate on... I've played Baldur's Gate 3 both on PC and on PlayStation, which Baldur's Gate fucking rocks. That is another game that I love. I never got all the way through it, so I can't say it's one of my favorite games, because, one, I never got all the way through it, and it was a very specific hyperfixation, which fucking is Disco's fault. I'll blame Disco for it, because Disco fucking was into it first, obsessed with it, would never shut up about it. And then I was like, I guess I'll... And then got Finn into it, and then they wouldn't shut up about it, and then I would get annoyed, and I was like, I'll play it too. I'm gonna be bad at it, but I'll play it too. And then I got obsessed with it for like 3 months straight, if not longer. I don't remember the point I was trying to make. But I was talking about Purgatory at some point. I don't know how we got here. Nikki is the devil. Nikki is the devil. That's another one. Disco loves to get us bitches into games. This is the second time it's happened. It happened with Nikki. It happened with Infinity Nikki too, which I'm a lot better with PC games. I'm not great, but that's part of the point I was trying to get to. Is I'm not great with PC games, but like... Oh, fuck! I remember the point now! Holy shit! God damn it. But, well, fucking Infinity Nikki was a bad obsession for me, Disco, and Finn. We played so much of it, and then I got a little tired of it, but I still played it every day and did my dailies. And then We got Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and that was all I played for about a month and a half. Until very, very recently, it was all I fucking played. I just got a notification that melatonin is on sale. I'm very sad. I want to play melatonin so bad. I love rhythm games, even though I'm shit at them. The point I was making. Shit, the point. Oh! Favorite games. That was the fucking point. The point I was making was that I have to separate my favorite games between games I played and games that I like to watch. Because my entire life, I liked gaming, like watching gaming before gaming YouTube was a thing. Like literally before YouTube was a thing, period. I was like in 2005 watching friends of mine play games because they wouldn't let me play. And I love watching people play because I'm very shitty, so I like people not being shitty and just having fun. And a lot of the time they're my friends, and then now it's like YouTubers I like their personalities. So like favorite games that I watched were like Frambo. I love the story for Frambo. I have a bit of a hard time. Now my only time playing it is on stream, so like I have different opinions about it than if I was playing like just normally. I would have probably been a lot farther by now. And another favorite of mine, which I still haven't played to watch, is Sally Face. I love indie horror games. I love indie horror games so much. Like psych horror is my shit. And I think they were popular both at the same time because they came out around the same time and they have the same kind of vibe. It's like this weird kid with like this weird trauma who everyone thinks is a little crazy, going through a world of like creepy shit. And that's the premise. But my favorite games, that's what I was saying. My favorite games that I've played is three games off of Steam. I think 2 out of the 3 are free. But it's Lily's Well, Purgatory, which is this game which is on screen, and Little Gator Game, which is out of left field as shit. But I fucking love that game. I love that game so much. I spent 3 days straight finishing that game, and I cried. I cried so much with Little Gator Game. I'll talk about the premise of Little Gator Game. I'll pull it up. I'll talk about it. I'll see if it costs money or not. Because honestly, I wouldn't mind playing Little Gator Game again. I fucking love that game. But I'll talk about the premise when I pull it up. I want to talk about the premise right now, but I have Purgatory up, so I'll talk about the premise of Purgatory. So, the thing says it's a slice of life visual novel about making friends, cracking cat puns, and waiting for eternity to pass. So you start out, you just got to Purgatory. You don't remember shit. And you're like, what the fuck? Who am I? What's happening? You go around, and you meet other people in Purgatory. I would play the trailer, but like, the trailer's just a lot of the same images. Or not the same images, but like, the images have the same vibe. It's some of them are the same images. But yeah, it's a lot of it is like a visual novel with a bunch of mini games. And you just run around Purgatory, you're meeting people, and they all have their own little quirks and like issues, and you go around and yeah, you're in Purgatory. You're spending your time in Purgatory, and like past that, I don't want to talk about because like I don't want to spoil the story for anyone who wants to play it. I would, if you like visual novels, I will change. I used to say I want everyone to play Purgatory. If you like visual novels, please play Purgatory. Like, if you love, like, just visual novels for being visual novels, please play Purgatory. It is gay. Parts of it are gay. There's multiple endings. There's so many puns. If you like puns too, motherfucker, like, that's your shit. It's like a point and click visual novel. It's so fucking lovely. I love it so much. it's just, I don't know why I love it so much. It's just really cute and really lovely, and it's like such a me game. It says psych horror. Not really. Like, I'll be the first to say, not really. The most, like, psych horror aspect of it is that you're in purgatory. Like, that's about it. And, like, some, like, thing, it, there's, like, deep moments, like, because people in purgatory, they'll talk about how they died, and that's as far as it goes. It gets, like, dark. I don't think it's like psych horror level of, like, dark. I think it gets dark sometimes, but this is mostly like just a fucking goofy little game, and I love it so much. I didn't know it was fucking labeled psych horror. That's probably why I played it. And it's free to play. It's a very casual game, and it's very minimalist. I don't know when I play it, if I play it on stream, I don't know what to do, because I played it originally with, like, a text-to-speech on, because it has that option. A lot of, like, minimal, visual novels have text-to-speech, but I know, personally, like, my partner, Finn, one of my partners, Finn specifically hates robot voices, and I really don't want to do that to anybody else. Like, I get why people hate them. I think it's fine, but I'm also the person who has to get TTS to read fan fiction to me, so I deal with it. I don't like it, especially when I used to have Speechify. I used to pay for Speechify, and then I couldn't pay for it anymore. I used to pay for Speechify specifically so I wouldn't have to get, like, the shitty robot voice. I could have the non-shitty robot voice. But yeah, that's Purgatory. And then probably I would count Little Gator Game as, like, up there, if not my favorite. Like, I feel like Lily's Garden, Purgatory, and Little Gator Game are all three my favorite for different reasons. Little Gator Game, well, we're gonna be in my library for a minute, so, like, everybody chill and ignore things that aren't supposed to be here. I can't remember whose account it's in. There it is. Dude, there's a DLC for this game. Oh my god, I will have to play this again. Oh, it's not really, they're releasing new content. Oh, this is a game changer. They're releasing new content. I have to play it again. It doesn't have a release date. I am fucking vibrating, dude. I'm so fucking excited. I am so fucking excited. That just made my day. Fuck anything, like, me being shocked and, like, out of it because I ran out of, fucking game to play. I just found out Little Gator Game has more content coming. So Little Gator Game is different than the other two. The other two are kind of, like, vision novel-y, like, point and click. This is, like, I love cozy games. I really do. I love cozy games, especially ones that aren't too complicated. Like, I love Stardew Valley and I love Minecraft. They're both can get, after a while, way too complicated for me, especially with, like, mods and shit. It's just too complicated to deal with. Sometimes I just like to... There's new people, dude! I'm so excited. I'm so fucking hyped. So, Little Gator Game is a game... Well, I'll read the thing. Embark on an adorable adventure, discover new friends, and uncover everything on everything the island has to offer. Climb, swim, glide, and slide your way into the hearts of many different characters you meet on your travels. So, in the least spoilery way, without it being too vague, is that you play as a little boy. You play as a little boy, and his, like, main goal is to get his big sister, who's busy with college, to play with him. And that's the whole game. And you go, like, meet friends, and the whole basis of the game is to make... They do a lot of, like, kind of game like LARPing. It's a lot of LARPing. like the kind of game like pretend play you used to do as a kid, just like closer to LARPing, because there's a lot of like you make your own props and you have some people have costumes on. So yeah, it's such a good game and it made me cry cuz without getting too into it, I also, you probably will mention, if you ever like, if you know me or if you ever see me again or if you've seen me before, I will have probably mentioned my little brother at least once or twice. And it reminded me so much of my little brother because my little brother and I are 12 years apart. So at a certain point, I stopped being like a friend. And at the beginning, I stopped being a friend because when he turned 1 year old, I was automatically a teenager. So like the kind of struggle that comes with like being a younger sibling, wanting to play with your with your older sibling who is older than you, like maybe a teenager or even older than that. That hit me really, really hard. And I cried like a little fucking baby. Cause I love my little brother. I love that kid. He's a little shit, but I love my little brother. But yeah, those are probably three of my favorite games of all time. I I love this fucking game. And it's so fun to play. It's like it's not like a sandbox, but like you just get to you get to run around and you have things you have to do, but like in your own time, and you just I just fucking love indie games, dude. That's probably why like my descent will always like my ascent to like any type of like content like my numbers will always be slow climbing when it comes to anything having to do with content, because I just want to do things that I like. And a lot of the things that I like are kind of niche or they were popular a long time ago. So I just love indie games, dude, because I'm not someone who likes Fortnite. I'm not someone who likes COD. I'm not someone who likes Halo or like any popular game. I don't like Overwatch. Most people don't like Overwatch now, but that's besides the point. I love fun, little, cozy, sweet games that aren't too complicated. And I love short games too. I love games that are short. Because I like getting obsessed with things, and I love playing for hours, but at sometimes like it's so fun to discover something new, play it all the way through in like one sitting, and be like, wow, that was a really pleasant experience. And that's my whole fucking world, dude. That's my that's my bread and butter. I can recall coming across a few updates about Little Gator Game a while ago. It looks like it's such a good game. It really is. It's a very charming game. It has so much charm, like in its style and in the way it plays, and it's just fun. Like a lot of what you see in this trailer is like all you do. Like you go meet people, like you meet your like other anthropomorphic children friends, and it's just fun. You're literally playing like pretend as a child, but in not in the pretend world. You're seeing it from like the actual like sight of the children, not in their imaginations. Literally what's happening, and it's so fun and charming, and the characters feel like actual children. Like some of the children have their moments of wisdom, and then some of them are just fucking crazy, and I love that. Dude, I just love this game. And you get little costumes for little Gator, because if you don't name him like at all, I believe he just gets named Little Gator. It's the Little Gator game. But it's so good. I love things that feel real, honestly. I love not like too real, like nihilistic, but I love things that feel real. Like these are things that actually can happen. This is genuine joy. This is genuine, like the issues and conflicts feel genuine, but the joy and the whimsy also feel genuine, because I love fantasy, I do. But just having a moment to have like down to earth genuine joy. I have not. I have not played Night in the Woods. I keep on forgetting. I remember when it was popular, and I've never seen. Funnily enough, that's one of the only games that I think that I would really like that I haven't seen anyone play, which is funny because I follow Jacksepticeye, and Jacksepticeye has played through that entire game. I really want to play that game. I want to play it. I think I'd like it. I just think anytime I thought about playing it, I never had the money for it. But I know I would love it. I love the art style, and I love like the bits and pieces I've seen from it, and how like the bits and pieces of the writing I've seen. It looks like such a good game, and I've heard very good things about it. I really need to play that game, and one day I will play that game on stream. That's another one I was like, I haven't played Night in the Woods before, and Night in the Woods is a really, really good game. I should play Night in the Woods one day. I just haven't yet. Because it seems so fucking up my alley, and for some reason I had just like missed the train. I had just missed it completely. This is a fucking, I don't know if I would be able to show it on play it on stream. I think it'd be fine. It's like cartoons. But this is a more recent favorite of mine that it's not like a favorite, but I really like it a lot. It's called My Sweet Housemate, and the premise is that your roommate's a cannibal. That's the whole premise. It's another game that I really like, and this is a Finn pick. Finn was like, "You've never heard of this game? This is the game with the most baby girl coded cannibal on the planet, and he wears stupid fucking t-shirts. I think one of the t-shirts says, 'Yes, I am pregnant. No, you cannot touch my belly.' On this man, on this man." But that one's fun. Like a lot of popular games, like I like, but I don't like. Like FNAF is like, I kind of like the games, but I don't think I'd like to play them. I don't like jump scares. That's the fucked up thing. I love psych horror, dude. I don't like jump scares. I don't like things that are just scary because, oh, this is a scary thing. This is a scary, grotesque thing in your face and it's loud. I don't like that. I love things that fuck with my brain. I don't need to be jump scared. That's why I don't think I'd ever play. Like, I like Poppy's Playtime, but it's like a big jump scare game. And also, I don't feel like I have the skill to like be fast enough to do a lot of things. Because I'm bad at games. I need games to baby me. God, another one of my favorite games, but is one that I can't fucking play on stream. I just saw it in my thing. Is the South Park games. Probably two of my favorite games on the planet. Really, like truly, if I had to think about it. I played those games, I think 3 times all the way through. And I've watched playthroughs of it over and over and over again. I fucking love the South Park. I'm a big South Park girly. I've got 3 South Park tattoos. I am a very big South Park girly. Oh shit, this is in the rotation. Hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. I love visual novels. I'm very scared to do visual novels on stream because visual novels, A Date with Death went really well yesterday, which gives me hope. But like, I feel like regular visual novels might be too boring for me to do on stream because not a lot happening. That's why, like, I was bored playing Doki Doki Literature Club by myself, not on stream. Like, I like the game. I've seen people play it, but maybe it's been too long, or maybe I've been just too like oversaturated, like I've seen it too much. But like, I got really bored trying to play it. I tried to play it. I got bored. Like maybe it's just like it has like a beginning slog that takes a little while. But like, I can't. But this is another one in the rotation that now I have a lot of hope for. It is Sucker for Love First Date. And I have both games. I have Sucker for Love, and I have, god damn it, I can't remember what the other game is. But it's like Sucker for Love and Sucker for Love Date to Die For. I'm very excited to play these on stream. I will look into a lot of I need to look more into the games that I play because I feel like one of these days I want to pick the wrong game and get my ass in trouble for accidentally playing like a sex game. But yeah, Sucker for Love is you date like teenage girl Cthulhu, and I'm very excited. Like an actual Lovecraftian horror, and you date her, and I'm very excited. I've watched people play parts of Monster Prom, which I do have all the Monster Prom games, thanks to Finn. Most of the games that I have that I really like that I have to pay for are thanks to Finn before a certain point. If I owned them before after a certain point. Because your girly hasn't had a job since September. And your girly has been having a lot of trouble with finding a job since September, but specifically since January. Because a big thing that happened that like caused me to like lose my job, or like caused the domino effect for me to lose my job, was that I got a car wreck. So I had to, and I didn't have the money to buy a new car. So I really had to rely on all of my friends. And that shit wrecked me mentally. Cause I'm not a big girly for relying on the other people. Especially, I am very big on like, I have my own routine, and if I have to like edit if I have to add another person to my routine, something's getting fucked up. I'm forgetting something. And then on top of it, I don't have my own vehicle. I like shit. So yeah, I lost my job back in September. So I've had no money for 6 months. I got another vehicle because I have a very lovely family who loves me very much. So I have another vehicle and have had one since January, but now I can't find a job because, oh look, another Gen Z person complaining that they can't find a job. Wow. Even though I have fucking 3 years of warehouse experience. The only difference is that I don't want to fucking drive a forklift because I'm hell on wheels. Oh, yes! This is another game that I like. I don't like it a lot, just because tower defense isn't my, like, forte. But it's like a farming sim, like, tower defense. But it's a really cute game, and I really like it. It's called Voltaire the Vegan Vampire. This is another game that I really like. I love the story, and I love the vibes. I finally finished the first part of it, because I've actually attempted to play this twice. And I couldn't get past a certain point. I couldn't get past this motherfucker. This shitty motherfucker. But yeah, I'm not super into tower defense, but I really like that game because it's a tower defense that has like a farming sim. And if you know me, I love farming sims. This is another game that I want to play. I haven't played it. This was a game that Finn was obsessed with forever. And was like really excited to get because he had wanted it forever before he had it. It's called Wobble Dogs. Wobble Dogs is this weird ass looking fucking game. where you make little fucked up dogs. And you raise your own personal hive of mutating dogs, physically stimulated all the way down to their guts. Wobble Dogs is a casual and chill sandbox for players of all ages who want to care for their own virtual pets in a surprising, unique, and stress-free environment. Stress-free my ass! Spoiler alert, the dogs in this fucking game can die. And will die. Because they age. And Wobble Dogs, fucked, like, that, I'm like, stress-free? It's really funny because I'm like, I don't like popular games. I like a popular game, but now I'm at a point where, like, me playing Hello Kitty, because Hello Kitty Island Adventure is very popular right now, or was. It might be falling out of popularity because it's not new anymore. But now I've gotten past the point where it's like it would be interesting for people to watch. But I've thought about playing Moonlighter on stream. Moonlighter is a game that I had on the Switch, and now I think Finn owns it, but we have like Steam family shit. I liked it okay. I think maybe I'd like it a little more if I had like more stimulation with it. Maybe like playing it on stream. But it's a hack and slash dungeon crawler, and Disco had got it for me on because I thought it would be a game that I liked, and I ended up being just okay, and I felt really bad because they were very excited to get it for me. It's a hack and slash with like a store sim, like a store running. Let's see if there's a thing for it. Also has a lot of management. I actually haven't played a lot of it, so I don't remember a lot of it. But it's like you have like a portion of the game where you run a store, but I didn't get very far into the game. I've thought about playing it again. I just realized I've went this whole time without talking about fucking Grimm's Hollow. Hold the fuck on. One of my other favorite, another free game, I think. I fucking love this game so fucking much. So you play as, I think our protagonist is a female person. I don't remember. But you play as, oh god damn it, what is their name? What is their name? Lavender! Holy shit, I can't believe I didn't remember the fucking name Lavender. But you play as Lavender, and it's kind of like time-based Pokemon style. Like, you don't have, like, creature, but the fights feel very Pokemon-esque. But you wake up as a Reaper, and you're looking for your little brother. That's... You wake up, I think it's in, like, a purgatory afterlife thing. Because, like, the premise with, like, this particular afterlife is that you have to collect, like soul flames, I think is what it is. You have to, like, soul essence of some sort. And a lot of people have to, like, you spend years in this, like, purgatory reaping, spirits to get this, like, soul currency so you can like have a strong enough soul to move on to the afterlife. So this is like you end up in like purgatory like after you die. I don't remember the full like lore of it. Like it starts out in the beginning, and it's been a while since I played it, and it's even though I watched Finn play it, it's been a while since I've watched Finn play it. But yeah, you wake up in the morning. When Lavender woke up in the morning, she wasn't expected to be surrounded by a crowd of overexcited, skull-masked strangers with cake and balloons. After all, it wasn't her birthday, and this wasn't her home. She devises a plan to find her brother and escape from the outlandish townspeople of the Hollow. But is she prepared for the grave consequences? This is a very short and sweet game, but I think it takes more than an hour to finish. I think especially if you do multiple endings, it takes like, I think my first playthrough of Grimm's Hollow took about 3 hours, I think. In total. I think. I'm not sure. But Grimm's Hollow is another one of my favorite games. It does have another one. It's another game where you're a big sister, I believe, fighting for your little brother, and if you were here earlier, that's the whole fucking thing. I with me with little Gator game, which I funnily think I played. I played this around the time in my like free games broken ankle era. So. We're gonna ignore the My Singing Monsters is here. I had a moment, okay? And we're gonna ignore other things that aren't supposed to be here. This is I'm getting to the point where I'm like starting to talk about free games that I might play in the future. In no particular order. This is one I found very recently, which I don't know if it'll be good for streaming or not. I really need to open it, and I need either one of my mods to test it or like for me to test it. But it's a character customization that looks like it has a little bit of story to it. But I think it looks interesting, and the art style is interesting. Another like hodgepodgey art style, which I actually really do love. I love like hodgepodge. Some of it is awful, horrendous. But like a big reason, I think a big draw for like Amazing World of Gumball is that it has it's a mixed media cartoon. Because I'm just kind of zooming around my library to just talk about games that I like, talk about games that I want to play in the future, or games that I have played that I like. I also like psych horror puzzle games, even though I'm very shit at puzzles. And the Cube Escape Paradox is a game that I want very, very, very bad. I've played the Cube Escape, hold on. Paradox is the first one. There are multiple, like, DLCs and, like, chapters. It's Rusty Lake. It's by Rusty Lake. And I also love a lot of Rusty Lake's games. At least, like, I'm pretty sure I'd love the games. I played Cube Escape Paradox. I feel like I've seen another Rusty Lake game. But I love, like, psych horror, weird puzzle games. Another one that I liked that I played around the same time was called Whimsy, which is at the bottom, which I would have to go back and find. But I like weird shit. I like weird puzzle games. I love psych horror. Like, and, like, Cube Escape, fucking has like a horror element, but you're like trying to figure out what's going on here. I love Cube Escape. I want to play chapter 2 and like the rest of the like Rusty Lake collection because they seem cool as hell. Even though half the time I have to get Finn's help with puzzles. The same thing happened with Whimsy. Oh fuck it, Whimsy's at the top, isn't it? Earlier, I separated free to play. I have a dynamic category, which is my free to play. Hello, free to play games. Whimsy, there it is. Weird puzzle games, which are kind of vague. I don't like that they're kind of vague. I love stories, and I'm a little dumb, so I like being told stories, but I don't know, some, like, psychological puzzle games, being able to, like, stumble upon the story through the playing of it, and you like have to really pay attention. I also like that shit. That shit rocks my socks. God, I'm such a fucking dork. Anyway, this is a game I'm gonna play soon. We're just literally going through my like library and be like, look at this, because that's all I could think to do after running out of time with Milk in a Bag. This is probably what I'm gonna play next week. Oh no, it isn't. No, it isn't. I already made my schedule. I'll show you what I'm gonna play next week, but this might be the week after. It's called This Magical Girl is a Bitch. And I think that's enough. I think that's enough. Magical Girl visual novel about giving middle schoolers way too much power, make bad choices, fight unexpected enemies, and maybe have or maybe learn a lesson or two. Usually, I would hear middle schooler, and I'm like, okay, but one, it looks very fun. Two, it's called This Magical Girl is a Bitch. So like instead of being like middle school books, like because I read a lot of like YA, I read a lot of like books for middle schoolers. I read a lot of like graphic novels for middle schoolers. This feels like it's gonna be more like actual middle schoolers that, you know, swear and shit. Like how I was as a middle schooler, but like with a little like more like whimsy and like fantastical shit and like cartoony. Yeah, there's dark humor in the game, which makes me excited. But This Magical Girl is a Bitch is a fun one. It looks fun at least. Bullies in middle school, you're in for a surprise. It's Halloween, Spirit Week, and even gloomy Tabby is ready for some fun. But when her enemy's Eden, the worst kind of 8th grade boy, steals her thunder, everything goes horribly wrong. Luckily, a magic pixie comes to Tabby's aid and grants her power. Whack the shit out of anyone out of her way. I just think this would be fucking silly. I think this is gonna be very silly. And it says about 3 hours of playtime, so which is golden. That makes me less scared for next week, the week after next. Mature content description. This game includes swearing, cartoon violence, bright colors, bullies, and manipulation. Ooh. Jules is streaming. I just got a notification for that. I guess I'm gonna go through the games that I might play. Next. In the next couple of weeks. Like, free games. I had a thought for a game I was supposed to be looking for, and now I fucking forgot. Oh, I remember. The game I'm playing next week. If I can fucking find it. Did I not add it to my... Give me 2 seconds. Give me, like, a second to, like, look through shit. I can't remember what the fucking game is called. God, it's the game with the fucking corgi. Let's see if I put it in my wish list. No. The game that I played today has a sequel, and I was very sad to find out today that it has a sequel, because I was like, oh shit, well, if this game has a sequel, then I'll have, 2 games to play, and then I look, and it's $9 fucking. I'm like, great. Yeah, it's not on here, damn. Let's see. Let's see if I can find her. just need to open Canva. That's what I need to do. I just need to open my fucking, okay. Drunko Wonko. Probably saying it wrong. Do not care. At the moment. Yes! So the game for next week is Dronko? Doronko Wanko. I will learn how to say it before next week, I swear. I still haven't, watched any, of the trailers and shit, so I decided to play it with a little less information, but it looks fun, so I don't care. There it is. So you play as a white Pomeranian that, or I guess, I don't know, not all of these Poms look white, so maybe you can customize the Pom. I hope so. An action game is a Drunko Wonko is a Drunko action game. In this game, you can become a cute, innocent Pomeranian, make your master's home messy and dirty. Will the master be angry with me? Don't worry, because you're a sweet little doggy. And it's basically reverse power wash simulator. And free. So I think that will be a ton of fun next week. And that is the only time I will be streaming next week. We've had a shitty couple of days. And for some personal reasons, I won't be streaming any day but Friday next week, the week of the... what week is it? Of the 31st. The week of the 31st. I will only be playing on the 4th. Parts of me, wants to stream, there's games that I'm very excited about that, I got really excited about after I'd said I would only play one game. I want to play Date with Death again. But also, I really need to, there's something that I need to, lock in on and not worry about stream all week or have more than a day break in between streams. So I'm taking all but Friday off next week because I still want to do Free Game Friday because I love Free Game Friday. My I just, man, I love streaming. I really do, even though I bitch all the time about not having, especially when there's one viewers like there is right now. I bitch and moan, but I really like streaming. If I didn't like it, I would have been way more discouraged by now. And I just like to play games. I mean, I'll get pissy in the moment about numbers and shit, but that's only because I really want to become an affiliate, and I only really want to become an affiliate. I have the possibility of getting paid, which is nice, but mostly just so I get to do cool shit, have redeems and have channel points and have emotes, which is what I'm really upset that you can't have emotes for your channel as a smaller channel. You can't have emotes while you stream at all, which I hate to my core, because what? And then you have you can only have certain emotes depending on which streamer you follow, because they're unless you're subscribed, which I also hate, because a lot of especially I don't blame any streamer for doing that. I understand why. I mean, it is a industry standard. But it makes me a little sad, especially when they use subscriber-only emotes for raids. For, raid messages. So it makes me a little sad to, well, now I'm the person who looks weird because I'm doing the raid message, but I don't have the specific emote everybody else does because I'm not sub to that person because I don't have money. It makes me sad specifically for like Bug. I watch Big Nose Bug. That's my favorite streamer. Like, I will say it till the cows come home. Big Nose Bug is my favorite streamer on the planet. I mean, right now. And literally the only streamer I have ever like stayed from the beginning to stream to end of stream is Big Nose Bug. I love her so much. I love her content. I won't be like parasocial. Like, I love her content. I love her vibe, and I also love specifically the big thing that I really like is like the vibe of not only her but her community. She has a really fucking cool community, and they're really accepting and like a really nice community. And like, if I ever do like streaming full time or like streaming a lot, streaming in a way, in like a bigger way than this, that is the kind of vibe I would want. And they're just fucking cool, man. I love being a part of that shit. And honestly, like Big Nose Bug, like specifically, it started out with my friend getting me why I wanted to stream. Was specifically like a friend of mine got me into a little bit. Another Twitch streamer called Salty DK Dan, otherwise known as Derek. Which I was, she's fucking obsessed with him. Fucking Akiza, you know Akiza, you know about Salty DK Dan at least a little bit. And I was like, damn, that sounds like seeing like his videos and watching his videos with her. That's like, damn, that's fun doing like things with friends. And then like a really big push for me to start streaming again was like watching Bug. And I was like, yeah, no, I want to stream again, and I want to be more consistent with it. Because that's really what happened last time. I've streamed before. If you go to my VOD, like, I have no new VODs on my VOD channel. I need to go back and go through those. But if you go through my VOD, like my VOD YouTube channel, which the videos there are garbage. Don't yet. let me, like, upload something, like, new. But, like, I have, like, 2, 3... 4, 2, 3, 4, one of those numbers, amount of VODs. And, like, I don't think they're trash in, like, a way, like, I feel cringe. I think it's fine. There's a lot that I needed to learn at that point, especially, like, the first one's bad. I'll be the first. And, like, I probably honestly should take that video down, because it has, like, personal conversations between, like, Disco and their parents that I didn't know was in there until I went through. I went back to, like, the posted VOD and, like, clicked in the middle, and I was like, oh, that's someone who did not consent to be in there. Even though, like, Disco knew I was streaming, like, it was like we were on call. So, like, there's just a lot that I needed to learn. And, like, with Lily Fishing, it's so devastating, because that's another game that I like, is, like, Lily's Fishing Garden. Which is just a cutesy, like, fishing game. I won't do the Steam Shuffle anymore. I'll probably get to 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I'll probably stop streaming, because, like, I'm running out of things to yap about, especially with, like, no one in chat. But, Lily's Fishing Garden is a very cute game. If I would have played it now, it would have been fine. It was just a really awkward thing, and it was the first time I was streaming again after streaming only, like, once or twice. I think I only streamed once before Lily's Fishing Garden, actually, so I think it's only 3 videos on my VOD channel. But, like, I played Minecraft once, and then a year or 2 passed, and then I played Lily's Fishing Garden, played through the entirety of it in 2 streams, and then did not stream again for, like, another year. And then I started streaming consistently. Because I wanted to do, I found like a gimmick that I wanted to do. I wanted to do Free Game Friday. I wanted to do, like, free game showcases, because my favorite thing to do was scroll through, like, the free game section, free-to-play game section on Steam, and see what's new, and see, like, random gems to find. And I love doing that, so I wanted to like, show more people some, like, hidden gems, or, like, new games that they've probably never heard of. And that's what I started doing. I started doing that every week for, I think it's been like 3 weeks now. I think it's almost been a month, if not a month already, which is crazy. I started streaming again, I think the week before the week of my birthday. I think that's when I started. Which my birthday is the 16th of March, so like I think we're coming up in like 2. So it hasn't no, I've made 3 schedules. I think I've made 3 or 4 schedules. I think I've made 3. I think. I don't know. But I love doing this. I really do, and I really hope that soon I get to do more things with friends. I think that would be really fun, and hopefully do more successful things with friends, because the last time I played, it was a little played with friends. It was a little sad, but I had a friend there with me, which was it made it a lot more tolerable. Like when you see like one viewer in your stream, which is a very common thing, especially for new streamers. I mean, shit, I haven't been streaming for even a month. I am very lucky to have 15 followers, and like I was earning followers pretty like consistently for about 3 weeks. Like 1 follower every stream for a couple of streams, honestly, until like a week or 2 ago. So I'm just here to have fun, and I really need to remember that. I know that I literally will stop caring about numbers as soon as I'm an affiliate, just so I have things that I can do. I'm not making money now, so I don't care about making money later. I'm not making money now, and now is the time I need money the most. That's why fucking Ko-fi goes every hour, even though I know nobody that is in chat will or can give me money. It's a thing that exists, and I don't know. I've thought about taking it off completely and just making it a command. But it's here, and it'll go off every hour, and if anybody wants, no pressure. If anybody wants to donate, they'll donate. If they don't, and that's fine. So I keep it the way it is. I know it's probably a little obnoxious and a little probably seems a little tacky, but meh. It happens once an hour, and I barely address it, and if I do, I laugh at it. So I'm just here. I just like streaming, dude. I've had my run-ins with very common things with content creators, no matter what the platform is, people who are probably children in places that they should not be, people trying to do follow for follow. That happened a couple of streams ago. That was fun. They were like, follow me, and I said, I don't know about that, and then they followed me and said, hey, I followed you, I found you from this social media. Don't do that, by the way. Social media, hey, follow me back. I said, I don't know about all that. And they unfollowed me 10 minutes later, which is whatever. Please don't do follow for follow things. It's on especially with creators who don't say that they allow that. If a creator is hey, follow for follow, then go for it, man. That's literally in you're being encouraged. But unless someone asks, don't go, hey, I followed you, follow me. It's obnoxious and mostly will not go well. People will get upset, and you're only here to promote yourself, which is one of my rules. One of my rules and one of the rules in a lot of places, including Discord servers, is don't self-promote. Don't do that. Don't self-promote. It's annoying, and it adds nothing to the conversation. It just is oh, okay, you're a person who does things. Yeah, I'm a person who does things. Yeah, and what? I don't want to be mean. I get it. I get wanting people to come and see your shit and follow you and stuff, but that's not the way to do it, and that's not. It really isn't. No hate to anybody else, really. It's annoying. It's an annoying action. It doesn't make them a bad person. It's an annoying thing that happens. I'm not a big, like, I hate doing, like, self-promo shit that's it, like, where self-promo is encouraged. I hate being like, hey, watch my stream. Like, it's necessary. It's a necessary evil, but it makes me feel so obnoxious. Because I will be made fun of by all of my friends. I hate breathing the same air as other people. Like, not in a, like, I'm better than them. No, in a, that I'm worse than you in some type of way. It's a self-confidence thing. But, like, I really need to get out of that. I need to, like, advocate for myself. It's just hard when you aren't super duper, like, loud and boisterous and like I make dick jokes and I'm like I'm loud in like weird ways, but like for the most part I'm pretty chill and laid back, and like unless someone around me is loud and boisterous, I probably won't be loud and boisterous on my own. Like, I was told once by a parent of my best friend, that I had no personality. I had the personality of a sponge. So my personality was the personality of anyone around me, which is true, which was true at the time. I don't think it's much true anymore. I've developed my own personality. It's like also, but yeah, I was also in high school, which yeah, most people do base their personality on the people around them because you're teenagers who don't know who you are yet. But I was really, really bad for doing that. I was really bad for basically, I was a different person depending on who I was hanging out with. If I was with a quiet friend, then I was quiet. If I was with a loud friend, I was probably quieter than them, but still okay and loud. I really had to learn to like what my true self was, what my personality is, who I am, and the things that I like. And like that's why I went from being like a scene kid, like a scene emo kid who like wore all black all the time and got picked on for it, like by my family, not by like most people, honestly. Like, and I went from doing that and like the classic like I'm quirky, I'm not like other girls, I'm emo, I'm not like other girls thing that a lot of teenagers do, or like in my case preteens, and then you kind of gradually grow out of it. But a big thing for me that happened was like I realized the things that I liked and the things that the only I don't like you only I hate YOLO, but like you only live one life. You only go through life once. You can't be, truly, you cannot be anyone but yourself. And that's the thing I really had to learn. Don't cry. I'm just blabbing. I don't know how I got here, but I'm just blabbing. Just don't cry. But yeah, that's why I'm now like a pink thing. That's why I'm like a pink bunny girl now, which is crazy. It's a big 360 from who I was as like an edgy middle schooler who like Lord Goat Satan was like my password for things at one point. Like I had to be edgy and like when like for some reason, this is a thing that happened to me, like, when you were, like, a play Satanist, I got in trouble a lot. I got in trouble for making a pentagram on my floor at my birthday party. Me and my friends, it was mostly my friends, not me, because I knew I'd get my ass beat. I also say hi to Florian. I got in trouble at my birthday party because my friends made a pentagram out of glow sticks on my floor. And for those of you who don't know, I live in the Bible Belt. I live in the South. I live in nowhere. I lived my entire life like in Nowheresville, USA, ass crack of the South. So I got in big trouble for having like a pentagram on my floor. Like I was grounded and never allowed to watch Trolls again because I said something about putting a hex on someone, Which now I'm like, was that Trolls? Like, I'm guessing it was Trolls because I wasn't allowed to watch Trolls, but then I was allowed to watch Scooby-Doo, which is very funny because, like, the Hex Girls are a thing. But I don't think I wasn't big into Scooby-Doo as a child. That's what it was. I wasn't big into Scooby-Doo as a kid. I watched one Scooby-Doo movie and one Scooby-Doo movie only, and that movie was Ghoul School, which didn't have the rest of it. Was one of the few, like, Shaggy and Scooby and Scrappy specific movies. And I loved that movie. But mostly, not even for Shaggy and Scooby. Shaggy and Scooby and Scrappy were, like, not the reason I like that movie. I like that movie because of, like, the monster little girls. They're just also fun. But yeah, I got really deep for a second. That was weird. I'm so used to being the bitch who makes, like, dick jokes and, like, says out of pocket shit, and I really just, like, blabbed myself into being, like, sincere, which is really odd, but also a thing that happens with me. Like, we'll be making dicks jokes, and then all of a sudden we're like, these things affected me in these ways, and now I am, it hurt, and it was a bad time, but I'm a better person for it. Like, for some reason, that's just my vibe. like, I mean, like, emotional, like, maturity, and, like, being able, like, I'm a very emotional person. Emotional maturity is a big thing with me. You're hungry, go eat, goober. But, like, emotional maturity is a big thing for me because I'm a very emotional person, and it's, like, emotions and, like, being able to talk about emotions and, like, past and, like, shit like that, and how I'm feeling is, like, very important to me, and being told how you're feeling, because I'm very neurodivergent, and, like, I pick up on tone more than a lot of neurodivergent people, but, like, I'm also stupid and, like, just don't get things sometimes, so I have to be told things, like, very directly. But I'm happy. I'm good. I mean, I'm not, I say I'm happy. I'm happy right now. I got off the stream, I'd be stressed as fuck. But I'm happy right now. I'm trying to live my best life. I really am. Like, life is stressful. Especially having no job, no money, and, like, living on your own is really stressful. But, like, living now, living in the moment, I'm happy. I'll be reminded that I shouldn't be in, like, an hour. Or, like, I'll be reminded in some way because there's a bill to pay. But, like, right now, I'm just chilling. I'm just vibing. I'll get hyper fixated on something and have a good time. And then remember I'll have the crushing realization that I have bills to pay tomorrow and have no job and no money. But that's a solution to find, not right now, not in this moment. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know. Now I'm kind of in an impasse in life where, like, do I want to go back to school? But if I have to go back to school, I'm not 24 yet, so I'd have to go through, like, hoops with my mom. Because of the year that I graduated, I went... Uh-oh. There we go. I turned off my heater. With the path that I went... because of the year 2020, my life looks really, really different than it was supposed to. I was enrolled for community college in the year 2020 for graphic design. That was what I was supposed to go and do. Because it was, like, I wanted to be a voice actor, and that was, like, it was, like, the practical adjacent for that. Like, because I couldn't draw. And graphic design was something, like, I pulled out of my ass somehow. I don't know. But then we all know what... I was supposed to go, I guess August of 2020, I guess. That was when I was supposed to start college. But, On my birthday, you know, the big thing happened. The big COVID thing happened. On my birthday, that was the first day we were off of school, was my birthday. I had told everybody, including Finn, that Friday that I was. It's not like because we were hurrying, because it was like March. Let's see, that would have been March 15th, 14th, 13th, 13th. And we're like, and it was Friday the fucking 13th, dude. But anyway, it like March 13th. We're like, there's this weird thing going on. I was like, it's probably nothing to worry about. I'll see you on Monday. And then I didn't, and then I spent my Monday, that was when really that happened. That's when that started for me. That's when that started for like my community, I think, because that's the first day that I was a high school student, and that was the first time. That was the first day that we were off. That was when we were supposed to be off for 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks turned into like month, and then months turned into many months, and now we're here. But yeah, and because I didn't go to college, I had to find a job. So I was a hostess. I hated being a hostess. And then I started working in factories, and that's where I've worked the most for the past like 5 years. I have 3 years of factory experience. And the only reason it isn't like closer to 4 is because for when we moved to our new place here last year year before last, technically. We moved in December, so like what year it is a little like foggy. But like we've been in this place for a little over a year. When we moved here, I got a different kind of job. I didn't work in a factory anymore. And then it was still a production job, and I still was too slow. Because of course I was. And then I was off for 4 weeks. They were like, yeah, they just didn't put me on the schedule after threatening me if I didn't get my numbers up. They threatened me that I would be fired. And then I was off for 4 weeks, and I didn't know if I was fired or not. And then I came back, and then I worked another 2 months before I quit and worked at a car wash. The car wash sucked for other reasons, because the people that worked there wasn't very nice, to say it kindly. And then I worked in a factory again, and now I'm here, which is a little crazy to think about. I spent most of my adult life working in factories, which my my PNG tuber looks like me. That's what I look like. Without the bunny ears, that's what I look like. Like give or take a few details and like slight things. Like they're like, of course there isn't stars in my eyes, and I don't have fucking bunny ears, and I don't have purple highlights. But that's pretty much what I look like, besides a few key details. And I am the heaviest I am right now, which I adore because I've always been picked on for being the small kid. I'm 150 pounds. When I started working in factories, I was 115 and 120. I was 120 pounds and 5 foot fucking tall working in factories. So like, imagine that, and that's crazy to think about, because when you see me, I'm like usually wearing pink, or I'm like wearing Sonic shit, or like random band shit like MCR, or like Gorillaz. I have so many fucking Gorilla shirts because they're my favorite band. I fucking love Gorillaz. But like, you see me, 5 foot, fucking 100 pounds soaking wet, working in factories. Which is a little funny, and that's kind of why I got hit on so much. In fact, God, Jesus Christ, I got hit on so much in factories. Because I'm the only person that looked like me in those places. So, like, I would say anyone like, close to my age, like in their 20s, were like, ooh, this is a girl that looks like a person that I would like to have relations with. And I go, no, please. I have a boyfriend. Please, please, please. And now I have 2 partners. Please don't do that. But yeah, like, because I looked different, like, I was so different, I got hit on a lot. Especially people close to my age, or, like, a bit older than me at the time. And then it got even creepier when it was people older than me, like way older than me. But that's not something that needs to be like spoken about. That's a thing that happened that I did not like, but it happened. Because that also happened when I was a hostess too. But that's a little more like you kind of expect it as a hostess, as a person who works in a restaurant. Like you expect it most for being a server, but like I'm the first person they see, and I'm a cute little non-threatening girl at a hostess stand that talks like this. So you know. But I got through it. I worked in the same factory. The longest place I've ever worked in, I worked in one factory for 2 years. I got laid off. I didn't get fired. I got laid off. I didn't get fired. I didn't quit. I got laid off because there wasn't enough work. We ran out of work every single day since the day I was hired there. Like, almost every day. There was way more days that we ran out of work than days that we didn't. I think that maybe there was a 6-month period in the whole time I worked there that we had, like, if you compiled all the days together, I think there was, like, a 3 to 6 month period where we actually had work to do. Like, if you compiled, like, every single day we had work from the beginning of work to the end of work. If you combine all those days together, it's like probably closer to 3 months. But yeah. So I've got like a weird perspective for a person that looks like me and feels like me. Like for like people like me. Like I'm a gay person. I'm a gay neurodivergent person who's like 5 foot tall. Who's a woman. Who's 5 foot tall, like 100 pounds, like 100 and something pounds. So I have a really weird perspective. Because I worked in factories, mostly. And I work in factories, but also, like, for many years, I wore, like, Lolita dresses. The only reason I don't anymore is that, I worked too much. And then stopped dressing up as much after I started working. And also, because I gained a lot of weight after you turn 20 and so on and so forth, your like metabolism slows down. So I've gained all of my like high metabolism weight that I wasn't gaining at the time because I also just don't eat well. So that's fun. So like all of my cool clothes when I was like a I'm glad you had food, Disco. When I was like a 19, 20-year-old and I was living with my... I'm glad it was good food. When I was like a 19, 20-year-old living with my best friend and my best friend's dad, I didn't pay any bills that weren't like my grocery. I bought my own groceries. I paid my car payment. I paid for the internet after a little while of living there. I paid for the power sometimes. I paid for the power and water sometimes. I bought all my cool shit when I was 50 pounds, when I was like 20 to 40 pounds lighter. Which I think I feel a lot more I think I'm a lot healthier than I was. I eat more. Like, I'm very glad that I gained the weight, but god fucking damn it, I miss my cool clothes. I bought all my cool clothes when I was like barely over 100 pounds. It pisses me off. But yeah. I've been yapping for an hour and a half. I've been just straight yapping for like an hour and a half. That's crazy. When I'm left to my own devices, basically talking to myself, I start talking about, like, life. For some reason. Which is weird. It's like life or, like, weird, very specific, serious topics that I'm passionate about. Like, how technology has affected, human evolution. And, like, how it affects our society. the fucked up like generational gap, like shit like that, which is so weird for me because I'm the bitch who makes dick jokes, and then I'm like, it's crazy how fast our society has adapted to technology and how the technological like advancement, how now like come out faster, and like now we have like many like in like technology boom, like the industrial age, but like on crack. Like every like year, every like 5 years, every 3 years, every 1 year, we have like a new like slew of like way better technology than the technology we had before. Like shit like that. Like I have like really weird specific like serious topics, and then like haha funny penis joke. Like hello? And yes, I'm also your wife. Fiance, but wife, yes. You. You fucking crazy goober. My wife. Yeah, I'm just an odd little cookie, and I mean, I just want to like my whole thing with streaming is I really want to just have fun and like make friends, share my experiences. Cuz a big reason like I want to do like I am your little cookie, you little goober. You fucking little goober. I the reason like with the whole money aspect, to think of it as like a full thing, which isn't even like in the realm of possibility in my mind, at least not yet. But like to think about it as like if I got to that point. Like what's so intriguing about it is that I've worked very hard for a very long time. I've worked in labor for a very long time. And it's fucked up my body. Not to mention I have so much crazy mind shit. I'm neurodivergent. I and it fucks with my head a lot, so it makes being a person hard. It's and what's so alluring about like doing this, because I wanted to be a YouTuber since like 2012, if not before that, because it's doing things that you love and being yourself, but also getting paid and being able to sustain yourself from that. And it's not nothing. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I work very hard. I make all of my own shit besides my PNG tuber. And like besides like certain things that I use, like I'm listening to chill hop music right now. I don't have my own music, but like I made my overlay. I run my OBS. I run my stream element, like my like stream elements. I make my I made my like base schedule, and I do that every week, and I plan it every week. I do everything by myself besides everything that I make Disco do. like 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 make my PNG and fiddle with my Discord, which will appear at some point, which will be like offered at some point, but like and help me every time I don't know what's happening with OBS. But a lot of it, like even with the help that I have, a lot of it I do on my own. I run on my own. I make my schedules. I type my post up. I make if that like nobody follows me on Instagram. I know they don't. But if like you see my Instagram shit, I make my Instagram posts on Canva, and I And that's the kind of work that I like to do. I love making things, and I like making things that I like. I like doing things. I like playing games. I like being silly. And that's really what I want to do. And the extra work is extra work, and I hyperfixate on it, and I like to do it. I really do. I love doing Canva, and I'm teaching myself how to make panels, and like maybe I'll do panel commissions. I've thought about it recently, but like simple simple panels, and I taught myself completely how to use Canva. I can't remember why. There was like a very specific reason why I started using Canva, but like I taught myself how to do Canva. I made my overlay, which I want to update my overlay. Honestly, my overlay's like old, like as old like my offline screen. I need to update, like my overlay. My offline screen is old. I just recently. I didn't have the images anymore. I mean, I do have them, but like I didn't have them downloaded when I started streaming again. Like my BRB and streaming soon, I had to redo those because those were old as fuck, and they were honestly a little eye strainy, and I'm like, why did I do that? Like, it hurts to look at. And like, don't get me wrong, my shit's very bright. I'm a very bright pink thing, but it was worse. It was so much worse before, and I'm learning a lot, and I part of like doing this is learning, a lot of learning. And it's a lot of learning by doing. You don't learn it by like watching other people do it. It's a lot of learning, like trial by error, at least in my experience. And with the things that I learn, I teach to my friends. I'm glad you like listening to me yap. I think you're one of the only few people that like listening to me yap, but I appreciate it. But I just like learning new things. I really do. And the more I learn new skills, the more I learn about myself and the things that I like to do. Like, me and my friends, which this is an official, like, hey, this might be happening again soon. Me and my best friend Adrian. If you've been here before, you've probably seen Adrian once. Adrian is Spooky King, I think, is what their username is now. Their username has changed a lot since I've become friends with them. They're like my best friend from high school. They. God damn it! There was a point and I forgot the point. Oh, right. Them and their sister and I run an Etsy shop for a little while. We went to flea markets first, but we ran an Etsy for a little while, and then all three of us got busy, and I'm thinking about starting it up again and then promoting it here. And I might start adding like perler, because I make perlers, I make candy. I might start adding that to the roster of things, because I mean, I was always the back of house type of person. I was always the one doing literally everything else but making the thing, with help, of course. I mean, but like a lot of the time, most tasks were kind of delegated by me, and a lot of the time to me, because I was the one with the most time and the most like. I wouldn't say the most time. I was also the one like the only one working at the time, so I was also the one like funneling in a lot of the money. But they made a lot of products, and like they knew about their specific things they wanted to make, and I was like, lit. I'll do, like, I was the one doing our like. No, I was the only one that could drive. I don't know if that's okay. I don't know if that's a typo, but I was also the only one that could drive. I was also the only one that could drive. I was the only one that was making money. I was the only one that could drive. So we started like selling shit at like our flea market, and then we started doing things on Etsy, and that kind of went downhill because we all got too busy, and then I had no car, and then none of us could drive, and that was a problem. But I'm thinking about starting it up again. If you want to look, I don't know if you can look it up because it's still on vacation at the moment. But like, if you see this later and you don't want to like search it up, at the moment we only do like jewelry and soap, but we're thinking about like new things to add. We're doing like new skills. We've all got like new skills. It's called Spotted Dragon Goods. If you ever want to like look around, and if you look it up on social media, you'll see my cringy ass trying to promote things post, because I'm bad at it. I'm really bad at selling things. I really am. That's why I wasn't the one who usually was the first one to deal with customers, which is funny because all three of us are kind of like a little like, I wouldn't say antisocial, and I wouldn't say abrasive, but a lot of us don't like to deal with people. Like, all three of us don't like to deal with people very much. But I guess it was in a place that we had a lot of the control, and we were the one selling to other people. But as soon as I have to sell I have to sell something, like actually sell something, like I gotta go like, hey, go here, look at this. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be annoying. Fuck, I'm breathing other people's air. But that's their air. Oh, God. So, yeah. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn not to be afraid to do things that are necessary to be successful. In my own little special way. Because I'm so afraid of being obnoxious. I'm so afraid of bothering other people. It's kind of crazy. Because I'm so anxious. I'm a very anxious person. I'm a very, like, it's someone I've been picked on. Someone like bumps into me, or someone, it's the like the John Mulaney bit. It's the someone drops hot soup in your lap. If someone drops hot soup in my lap, I'll apologize. I was like, I'm sorry. I was probably in your way. I'm so sorry. I'm very much that. I'm better than I used to be, which is hard to believe. But, like, dude, I was, like, the biggest doormat. And now I'm only, like, an above average doormat. Just a slightly above average doormat. It's a big thing that I've had to learn is, like, how to fucking advocate for myself. And I'm still really bad at it. But, you know, I'm an adult. I'm 23. It's a skill I have to have. Whether I want it or not. Oh shit, we've almost got to 3 hours. My throat fucking hurts, dude. But I'm pushing through. Because I forgot to grab a drink before I started streaming. So I've been doing this, like, dry. Like, dry. So my throat is like, please, can I have some? Will you stop yapping and please drink something? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep yapping and only yapping. But I'm very excited with streaming. With some of the things I have in the future. The only thing is those things in the future take money. Water. I'm like that fucking SpongeBob meme, dude. Water. But, like, I want to do perlers on stream. I wanna make candy on stream, but I need like a hand cam. I don't know. I don't have the money to buy a hand cam. I don't even have a non-shitty webcam, dude. I want a hand cam. I really do, because also, like, I have a throne. I don't promote it because, again, I'm afraid of being obnoxious, and also, like, my streams are lucky to get 3 average viewers, so I don't like to push my luck. I push my luck enough with my fucking Ko-fi that's automatic and has nothing to do with, like, it has something to do with me, but, like, I'm not choosing when it drops. I went with I made the account and then I let it ride, and I didn't I didn't edit anything. Um, I mean, I have like it's enough for like I have a webcam for like face like that would be like good enough for face tracking maybe. I don't know. It's pretty shitty, even though HD is in the fucking name, which is a fucking joke. Oh, a phone? I mean, I could do phone. It's just that I have to fucking I do phone for my stream my like stream manager. I have stream manager both on my laptop and on my phone just because well, sometimes I'm doing shit on my laptop and too it's nice to have just the mobile stream manager, which is activity feed and chat and nothing else. Like it's nice to have the stream preview. It's nice to have like the both versions up at the same time. It's nice to have like the stream preview with the activity feed with all my quick actions and my chat. And then on my phone I have just my chat, my activity feed. I mean, I've got a bunch of old phones kicking around here. I just don't know if they'll run well. But yeah, I want to do like hand cam. I want to do. I was talking about Throne for a reason. I have on my Throne, like, which is a for anyone who doesn't know is a like a website where you can buy gifts for streamers or gifts for just content creators in general, but specifically usually streamers. And I have like a bunch of coloring books on there. Like there's a bunch of like bips. Like I have them in categories if you're on like laptop. I have like bips and bops, but I also have like cooking cookbooks, which I thought maybe like doing cooking streams would be fun. Cause I also well I only watch Bug, but she does cooking streams and I think they're fun. But I want to do like cooking streams at some point, and specifically in the handy cam like relevance I want to do like coloring books. I just want to chill and yap and color. That's a big like the thing with me yapping naturally is that there's no other stimuli and I'm ADHD. Like I'm ADHD and a lot of people I know are ADHD and like the type of audience I'll probably attract is ADHD. So it's nice to have some like physical stimuli that's different than just like a VTuber opening a VTuber moving kind of, or like a PNG tuber, like a very basic PNG tuber opening and closing their mouths. It would just be nice to have like an extra little thing that's like a thing that's also been doing, but like mostly we're yapping. But I I've got shit that I want to do, man, and I just don't have the means for it right now. Yip yap. I don't have the means for it right now, which it sucks, but it's also like it's it's good to start with nothing and then build to something. It's good to be able to do something with nothing and then build to more things. I know, but like we don't have a lot of people who promote themselves with clips, and I don't have a lot of funny clips. I do have some. I have some now. The fucking, like, us talking about food while death and taxes is in the background is really fucking funny to me. It's not funny to most people, probably, but it's super fucking funny to me. Just us talking about weird shit. Like, just us talking about... I think I'd have a little bit better, like, time on stream and struggle a little less if I had... You're right, I know. I need to clip yesterday's stream. Specifically, your baby girl coded from yesterday's stream. That was fucking funny. But I've got to go back. I've really been slacking. Like, past, like, my third stream, I really have not been watching my VODs. And now, like, half of my streams are gone. And I can't clip them anymore. I have them recorded, and they'll be they'll be posted on my on my VOD channel eventually, and I can take snippets from that. But that's it. But I think I'd have a little less trouble if I had more like chat interaction, and most of my friends have things to do. The reason that Disco is here the most is because Disco has less things to do than most of my other friends. Like, most of my friends go to college and like work, and Disco is my saving grace. Disco is my light at the end of the tunnel. I think I'd struggle a lot less if I had some chat. That's why I probably seem like I'll be like in the middle of something and then get really happy when someone is chatting with me at all. Like, I was happy with that one person who popped in and out today. I really appreciated that person. And I don't know if they're here still or not, but thank you. Thank you very much for being here. It's really helpful when someone like interacts, and believe me, I'm someone who lurked on everything, not even just Twitch, on not even Twitch or just live streams, like everywhere. I never posted comments on anything, and I barely made posts on any social media. What? Hello. You're here, but you're the only one who's here, and you're here like half the time. Okay? But like, I used to be a lurker only. A lurker online. Like, I have a very sparse... Thy Heavenly is not... if you're asking me if that's the person I'm talking about, it isn't. I don't know... Oh, hi! I didn't even see that you had posted sorry. All of the close... Sorry. Sorry. For some reason, I've struggled really a lot with the colors on Twitch, so everything looks fucking the same to me. These aren't the same color, so I don't have as much of an excuse. But with Finn and Adrian, I think it was yesterday or the day before, or the stream before. They were both the same exact color of red, so I thought it was just Finn talking. Hello, Thy Heavenly, welcome back. I am so sorry. I'm just yip-yapping. I believe that Thy Heavenly followed after a raid, which I very much appreciate. And they have been... it's really... I think I've had 2 people follow from raids, and it makes me very happy every time it happens. But, I really appreciate people being here and people talking, and, like, even, like, just my friends. I really appreciate when they're here, and I know that people are busy. Mandy's stream. I'm trying to remember people. I'm like, I follow them. I know. Oh, I remember now. Fucking, I believe that was when I rated Mall Dummy. I think that's who Mandy is, I think. I don't know a lot about Mall Dummy. Most of the people I follow on Twitch is people that I thought I liked their vibe after Bug rated them. So, like, I don't know a lot of people by name. By, like, their or by another alias of theirs or their actual name. So, I also got the bad memories. But, I really do appreciate when people, like, the whole reason I think I do scare some people off with reading usernames in chat, or reading like new followers, because I think I've had 1 or 2 people unfollow right after I said their username, because I've seen around that some people don't like it. I do it because that's what got me to come out of lurker status on Bug Stream, was because they said my username, and I was like, holy shit, this is a whole new world, there's a whole new fucking universe. I was like, wait a minute, I can be a person. So it's really weird, but like that was my experience. And that drove me to also start streaming again, which is weird and crazy, but I really do appreciate, like, even when it's just my friends, I really appreciate when people like talk to me and like have things to say, because I hate bitching about it all the time, but the times where I'm at my lowest when it comes to streaming, and when there's one person or one viewer and I've had no chats basically all stream, I don't like bitching about it. I like, it's part of it comes with the territory with being a new person. I've technically been doing this, even though I've been like on the platform like on and off for like a couple of years. Like, I've only streamed for like, I've done like, oh god, I've done less than like 10 streams, which isn't a lot at all. And there's people who stream every single day, and there's people who who've streamed every single week for the last couple of years, and that's why they have the following they do. And I know that. I know. But it doesn't help that I get sad. Like, I can't help that I get sad about it sometimes. But just because I get sad about it, I don't let it like discourage me. I go, I'm like, that sucks in the moment. We move on, we do it again. We try again next time, and we try to be better. I I really I have a bad habit of being very hard on myself, but I just love being here, man. I love yapping for 3 hours. I love being here, playing games, having fun. And I know the more I do it, the more people engage, the more fun I'll have. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you for the thank you. I'm so sorry. Thank you. I'm just trying to yap, man. I'm so sorry. I say thank you. I I'm just here to have a good time. And I keep saying it. I'll say it for like the 10 millionth time on the stream. The only reason I care about I care about numbers is because I want to be able to do more things, for streams to be more fun, for people for being here. It's hard. It's hard when other people who have been like, who have the following, now they have the interesting things to do to keep people more engaged longer. When you really need that engagement earlier in your career, but you can't have it because you're too small. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying my damnedest. I really am. And I really will stop caring. Like, I'll probably still be a little sad if one viewer happens, but I'll really stop caring when about numbers in general. Like, especially follower numbers. Jesus, I don't give a fuck about follower numbers. But the only reason I give a fuck about it right now, and the reason I have the follower goal at the bottom of this fucking stream, is because I want to do more cool shit. I want to be able to do the cool shit that every other streamer gets to do. That, like, every other streamer that I follow gets to do. Like, redeems and emotes and shit like that. That's the thing I care about. I care about things being more fun for not only me, but for everybody else who stops by. And engagement is what makes... engagement is what... sorry. Engagement, like, what makes things, like, more fun for everybody else, but engagement takes... You need an engagement to get more things, but you need engagement to, like, move forward at all. So it's weird. It's weird. It's a weird system, but it's okay. I know it's possible. I do. And I it's so funny because I talk about myself, and the way I talk about myself is I feel like I'm a very boring person who lives a very exciting life. I know I'm not boring, but I'm really bad at telling stories. I'm really bad, like, I say I am. Other people don't agree with me. I mean, some people do. But I have trouble, and I'm trying to get out of, like, being a dick to myself. I've been to concerts and VidCon and stop with the neggy talkies. I've had a super, like, eventful and like interesting life. I've gone to VidCon. I've been to Warp Tour. I've been all over. I've been all over the country. I've done so many things. Like, no, I'm not. It feels like bragging. I don't like doing that, but it's true. I've had an exciting life, and I've, like, crazy shit has happened to me. But then I like feel like I don't talk about it. So I live a very exciting life, and then I'm just me, which is crazy. I'm like, I need to talk about the shit that I've been through. That was part of the reason my big dream at one point, right before I started streaming, was I wanted to be a, like, PNG version, like a PNG. I'm talking. Which I have a little bit. I talked about a lot of my experiences. Like, my experience, like, you can't see it on my VTuber. You can't see it. But I have a big old scar on the edge of my mouth from a dog bite, which is crazy. And, like, I've been to VidCon, and I have a partner who's very nice to me, and just recently, basically, emailed Dan and Phil to please give me a sweater that I bought a year ago and then never could have because it got delivered to our old place, and then I ran out of time, and, like, 6 months had passed, and I'm like, well, I'm never gonna have that sweater. And then I got it for my birthday. He had gotten it for my fucking birthday, which is crazy to me. And also, this is the same birthday I got a Wii for my birthday. In the year of our Lord, 2025, I got a Wii for my fucking birthday. And I love that goddamn Wii so much, because I kept yapping for years about how much I miss my Wii. And now I have a Wii. It's crazy. I've been to concerts. I've seen, like, Fall Out Boy, and it's crazy. I've been to concerts, and, like, as a high schooler, I went to VidCon, I went to Warp Tour. I've been to, like, a lot of YouTuber things. You're such a goober. Fucking wee mon ami, you little shit. So yeah, big dream before this was to be, like, I like cartoons, and I like talking about cartoons, which is a very funny thing that I realized I haven't brought up cartoons once since I've started streaming. And that is crazy to me. Because my hyperfixation is cartoons and animation in general. I love animation so much. I want to be a voice actor. I really do. I just need to get out of my fucking, my own head and stop being so embarrassed of being myself. Yes. OMG what? But I'm so glad you brought that up. Because I had an idea for a stream. The tier list of cartoons is a very good idea. That's a very good idea. Thank you for that. I stopped making the tier list because I thought it would be a fun stream idea of Animal Crossing characters. Now, there is over 400 fucking Animal Crossing characters, and most of them I don't know jack shit about, so half of them is gonna be off of vibes and vibes alone. It's like, it's like there one time dude, we fucking should, dude. God bless. That'd be so much fucking fun. But yeah, which is so funny because I really, like, dodged the, like, the tier list, like, fad on, like, YouTube and shit. I really was like, nah, not for me. Now, icebergs. I was a big iceberg girly for a minute. fucking love icebergs, especially like media icebergs, like I like cartoon icebergs. But I fucking love animation. I'm so big into animation. I like watch the behind the scenes for dude, bro, home slice bread slice dog. I said yes, you little goober. But like cartoons is such my thing. Like it's my biggest hyperfixation no matter what. And I could talk for hours about how Gravity Falls is the most perfect show to exist just fundamentally. And I could talk for hours about like also I love fandom culture. I love and hate fandom culture. But what I was talking about earlier is like I wanted to be like an animation YouTuber, but I can't animate and I can't draw. So VTuber. I wanted to be like a Saber Spark. I want to do what Saber Spark does. That's really what I want to do. Cause I wanted to be a YouTuber for like 15 years. I have seen bits and pieces of Static Shock because I think Static Shock is a little before my time. I think. But I have seen bits and pieces because I got interested in a lot of media because when I was 15 I found out that I was mixed. I'm sorry. I'm 23. I'm sorry. I'm just a little baby. I'm just a little 2002 baby. I just don't be mean. Don't be mean, Disco. You little shit. Little shit energy. Hi, Akiza. You are at you're at the tail end. Dude, I played a game 3 hours ago. I played a game 2.5 hours ago. The game that is in the title of my fucking stream. I played and it took literally 55 minutes. I was like, shit, what do I do now? So I just started going through my Steam library earlier and now I'm just yapping. But yeah, like a big thing I wanted to do was like talk about cartoons because I'm like really I've been hyperfixated on cartoons my entire life. And like the behind the scenes of cartoons, but also like lore and shit. Like I know most of the like 30 years, like almost 30 years of lore behind South Park. I have a problem. Bought fake little boo boo. Another fake little boo boo? So you have 2 now? 3, I think? Crazy. But I really, like, that was the dream for me. Because I wanted to be a YouTuber a lot longer than I wanted to be a streamer. I wanted to be a YouTuber since, like, 2012. And I just, at the current moment, don't have the skill for it. Which sucks, but you know. But I want to talk about cartoons and, like, my opinions and also, like, the the shit that I like and like shit that comes out and like the shit that I don't like and like I have a lot of big opinion. I have a script sitting in my Google Docs rotting talking about like why celebrity voice actors are the death of specifically like movie voice acting. Like why I hate celebrity voice actors as a concept and how they are being used currently in media. Like I have opinions and I've been into like animation and like the behind the scenes of animation for many years and I love it. I really do. And I wanted to be like involved with animation for years. I just didn't know how. And then I was 12 years old and found the YouTube channel of a now canceled total drama voice actor, which is fun. But And I was like, shit, and he made videos like in the booth. And I was like, shit, that's the thing I want to do. That's exactly it. That's what I want to do. And, like, I did auditions on Casting Call for a little bit. Just nothing came out of it. Never booked anything. And I said, okay, pivot. But I would love to be able to voice act. I want to, because, I mean, I just love it. I really do. I love voice acting. I love, the behind the scenes of it all, and, like, character voices, and, the complexities of it, and, like, how important it is to be able to, like, to be fully realized in a voice, and, like, can you recite? Okay, have fun. Have fun being home. Bye, love you. But, like, how important it is to be fully realized in, like, a character voice. Can you recite Shakespeare? Can you sing? Can you like, read a grocery list realistically? Like, and the important things of, like, not having just impressions and just, like, oh, a funny voice. And that's such a big deal to me. And that's such a big, like, thing for me. So yeah, I've been an animation girly for a very long time, and it's something I'm really passionate about, and I want to get into, but it is a hard business to get into, especially when you don't know where to start. And you don't have a very, like, tight, like, a lot of like voice actors you think of have very, like, specific voices or have a very big range. And I'm like, I have kind of some of those things. I don't have a huge range, but that's because of my dumb womanly vocal cords. But I can do stuff. I can do things. And then I talk to myself in character voices and then feel like a crazy person. That's fun. Trying to, like, realize, like, OC, like, I do a lot of, like, voice, like, alone voice, voice, like, training, unprovoked, home alone, just, like, for OCs. I have, like, I've got OC disease, I got fandom disease, I got fandom goggles, which means I gotta have an OC for everything that I like. I've thought about it. I'm just not a very good writer. I'm just not. I a big thing with cartoons, big thing about what I love the bigger pictures a lot of writing. I'm really good at, like, concepts and, like concepts of characters and concepts of, like, stories, but not the whole thing altogether. A lot of my OCs are, like, OCs for, like, shows that I like. That start out as self-inserts, and then I evolve them in my own special little way. I have a hard time with executing plans. I mean, that's why the script has stayed in the Google Doc, the Google Doc for so long. I'm just not very good at executing. Like, I have a million plans and projects that I'm really passionate about and really want to do, but, like, executive dysfunction says you're never gonna execute those, and then I leave them to die, which is fun. But, like, I really like important things story-wise to me are, like, continuity in a setting and in, like, character traits and, like, character building is really important to me. Like, your show can be the most beautiful show in the world, but if the writing sucks ass, you don't have a good show. And, like, and if, like, your characters are all, like, two-dimensional and unlikable, you have a bad show. You can have the highest budget or the lowest budget. It doesn't matter if no one likes the show itself, the characters itself. Because a lot of shows where, like, the character writing is kind of bad, the show writing is kind of good. Like, a lot of shows that are, like, iconic for whatever reason, it's, like, it's good for what it is. It has God, it, like, especially after the writer strikes and like shit and like the mass layoffs and shit with the writers guild and shit. It's a fucking dumpster fire for not only like writers on like television and movies, but also like animators. That's like the new thing. The new thing going on after like the writers strikes. Now there's like the animation things going on because it's a fucking dumpster fire right now. I really see, I say that, I'm like, I really am. No, I'm not. I have trash taste. But I have very specific opinions, and I have the knowledge for good taste. But then I watch something and I'm like, teehee, I like this. It's kind of garbage, but I like this. My favorite television show that I liked the longest, that I liked the most, I don't say anymore, and now I have like I have like really big like nostalgia blinders on for this show. I wanna is the show Total Drama. If you've known me for any extended amount of time, you know how much I like the show Total Drama, especially from a nostalgia standpoint. I know so much shit. I know all the characters before a certain point by name. I I fucking love that show, and I really shouldn't. It's a bad show. It's not written, but the thing, like, I like season one's writing specifically because all the characters feel real, and then then you go through flanderization after flanderization after flanderization, and now I'm like, wow, how did we get here? I just love songs, dude, and the songs rock in season 3. Now I have to say I have nostalgia, like big nostalgia for that show. So I know it's a bad show, but it's my childhood, and I love them. I love my weird little fucking Canadian babies that are all kind of shitty. I love like, and then I have like really weird. I have like the span of my taste and how good or bad they are is like random as shit. Because like my favorite shows go as follows. Not in any particular order. Barbie. I was a big Barbie kid until like a certain point, and then I know nothing about Barbie. I actually still don't know anything about Barbie because I forgot all the Barbie shit I knew, even though I owned like literally like 20, 30 movies, Barbie movies. Or watched them. I don't think I owned them because I was old enough to like be there for renting movies. I wasn't old enough for Blockbuster, but I was old enough for Redbox, which is fun because that makes me feel old specifically. But like my favorite, in no particular order, my favorite television shows are Total Drama, Gravity Falls, South Park, and if we're not counting anime, it's a little hard to go past that. Like I have more obviously, like Star vs. the Forces of Evil, even though the last season was trash. Dude, I know about Day the Barbarian. Dude. It feels like a fever dream, but I know about Dave the Barbarian. It feels like a fucking fever. I barely remember Dave the Barbarian, but I watched a lot of TV as a kid because my parents' neglect style was sit a child in front of a TV, and that'll be enough. And it was. So I watched a lot of TV. Like a lot of like cartoons and like Disney sitcom, or like Disney and like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, but like Disney sitcoms. Like I lived on Disney XD for a long ass time when it was a thing. Like I was big into like Disney. I mean, Gravity Falls was a Disney XD show, and I think so was Star vs. the Forces of Evil. But then I randomly, there's random ones that I watched, but I won't say they were my favorite. I watched and I enjoyed them, but they weren't really my like favorites. Like fucking Mighty Med, which nobody remembers but me. But that's because I had a childhood crush on both of the main cast actors in their original big debut shows, which one of the actors is from Ant Farm, and the other one is from Good Luck Charlie. And I, being the boy crazy child, raised in the 2000s I was, decided that in every media I watch, I had to pick one boy that was the boy I liked. Dude, fucking Mighty Med. I weirdly loved Mighty Med. I think that those two actors were... Listen, the acting wasn't great, but that's because it's Disney acting, and Disney acting is something else. But, like, I love those two actors. I don't know why, I just love their vibe. Like, fucking, like, Mighty Med and, like, Lab Rats was the other one I was trying to think of. Fucking Lab Rats. But yeah, like, every goddamn show I watched as a child, I was like, there is a man here, there is a male person here that I'm going to choose as my main fixation in this show. Anything I watched, still anything I watch, unfortunately, because old habits die hard, like, there is at least one, like, man that I'm obsessed with. Like, depending, and most of them are the people who, like, get adopted into, like, the trans community, specifically for trans boys. I'll give you examples. Like, Dipper Pines is a big one, the big one. And then, like, Beast Boy from Teen Titans. Like, and then, like, it wasn't one of my favorites, but I still loved it. I still watched a lot of it, like Danny Phantom. I like Danny. He wasn't, like, my favorite character. My favorite character, funnily enough, was the one time I didn't have, like, my favorite character of all time wasn't the dude I liked, was Sam. But I liked all three of them kind of equally. That was one of the only shows I did that with. For some reason, with, like, Butch Hartman cartoons, I was like, these are not the crush cartoons. These are not the cartoons I'm gonna get crushes from. But, like, yeah, Dipper Pines is the big, like, trans boy character that I like. And, like, Beast Boy. And then I like Spider-Man. But a very funny thing about me, as a person, I just remember, just because of the Spider-Man thing, is, I like a lot of things, but not the media they're from. Let me explain. I like a lot of fandom. I'm in a lot of fandoms, or I like a lot of fandoms, but I'm not in the media they're from. Like, I haven't consumed the media they're from. A big example is Batman. Very specifically, Harley Quinn and the Robins. And specifically, like, the Bat family. I have a lot of, like, secondhand knowledge about a lot of, like, Batman shit and, like, Harley shit. I have read one Harley Quinn comic in, like, one of the later issues of, like, whatever was running the year that I got it in, like, 2014. I have barely seen any Batman things. I have seen bits and pieces, and specifically clips from Batman, the animated series. But if you tell me to run the Bat family the fuck down, specifically, like, the Robins, I will do it, and I will do it so well, at least to a certain point. I fucking love the Robins so much. And, like, specifically, like, I like fan content for things. Like FNAF. FNAF was another one. I technically was in the FNAF, like, fandom, but specifically for songs. Yeah, dude, I love Harley Quinn. I'm a big Harley Quinn stanny, but that's because, I relate in bad ways. But anyway. But I'm also, she really does. I hate people who love Harley Quinn and then also love the Joker. That is some weird shit, and I don't trust you. I say, and then I instantly regret that sentence, but we'll see. I don't like people who like Harley Quinn because she's in love with the Joker. Does that make sense? Like, a lot of people are like, me and my mans are Harley Quinn and the Joker. That's not a good thing. That's a red flag. Do you need help? I hate that shit so much. As someone who loves Harley Quinn, like, that's why I hate the Joker. Like, I can find the Joker, like, individually, like, I can find him funny and shit, but as soon as Harley's involved, I hate that man to the end of my days. But yeah, God. And I have like a lot of like secondary fandoms where like there's fandoms I know a ton of information about, but it's from other people who like the fandom, not from me liking the fandom. Like the shit I know about FNAF. I have never touched a FNAF game in my fucking life, but you better know, you better bet I know the difference between the Bite of 83 and the Bite of 87, and that I'm rocking and bopping to a bunch of FNAF songs. I haven't even seen people play FNAF, which is the big thing. I've seen, well, that's a lie. I've seen bits and pieces. But, like, I've never, like, sit down and fully enjoy for an extended amount of time people playing FNAF. Like, FNAF was never my thing. But you better fucking think that, like, you better know that I'm hopping and bopping to FNAF music. And it was that way for Undertale for a long time. I really loved Undertale comic dubs. And then I watched people play the game, which is backward as shit. And then I played the game years and years later, which I love that game. I'm bad at it, and I had to get a lot of help from Akiza, who left. And Undertale music, dude. Yes. I loved the music and the comic dubs so much. And I was there in the trenches when the fandom was really, really suspicious. And I was 12, so some of my behavior was a little suspicious. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. I know things are bad now. Those are things that I shouldn't do. I look back at a lot of things and I was like, damn, I was 12. I shouldn't have been in those places. I shouldn't have been seeing and doing those things. That's weird. Because I was 12 on the internet. Dude, I was 9 on the internet. I had a Facebook account at 9 fucking years old. I was 5 on the internet. When YouTube came out, which I was in, when I started watching YouTube was in 2009. And I was 7. I shouldn't be there. I shouldn't have been there at all. At all. But I was. And that was back when YouTube was the wild, wild fucking west. Where you could see anything. At least at some point. Like, yeah, sure, some things would be taken down because it's duh. But, like, you could see a lot. And I was 7. I was motherfucking 7 on the Wild Wild West version of YouTube. Like, wow. I'm gonna go back to watching my Monster High stop motion videos. Thank you. But I probably made fucking like Heavenly feel old again, and I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. Hey, Monster High, you say? Dude! Oh god, that's an actual hyperfixation of mine from a very long time ago. That is like the hyperfixation to start all hyperfixations. But I was so basic. I mean, look at me. You know who my favorite character is. I don't need to say it. You can see. You can see with your eyes. You can see with your eyes that I'm a pink thing that likes Draculaura. And I was a very spoiled kid, so I had not everything. But, like, I had, like, my big, like, prized possession at the time. Now all my Monster High dolls are gone. And I bought new ones, like, 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago. Like, I had to rebuy some of my dolls. But I had the car. I had Dracula's car when I was little. That shit rocks. And I want it again. Just to have. Like, in the windowsill next to me, which I should show off my dolls. That's like a TikTok I should make or something. Or like, if I get a camera, like, thing to show on live. Like, I have the Frights camera action Draculaura. I have the Sweet 16 Draculaura and Claudine Wolf. I have Dot Dead Gorgeous Operetta. I have a Gen 3 Draculaura. I have a dude, that's fucking sick. That's a 17-inch Draculaura. That's sick, dude. I have Picture Day, Spectra. Where's my other? I also like dolls. That's another thing I like. Jesus Christ, I'm just spouting about myself. I do need to wrap up soon, but I'm not gonna do yet because now I'm in my stride. I have I don't know where the rest of my fucking Monster High dolls are. God damn it. I have more. I know I do. Because on this shelf, I know I have her, but she's not up here. I have, like, Sweet 16 Draculaura, but she's not up here. And I love a big thing I liked as a YouTube growing child was top 10s. I love top 10s, and specifically top 10s about, like, toys, and specifically, like, recalled toys. And I have a recalled toy. By the way, I spent a lot of money on those Monster High dolls, like multiple hundreds of dollars on, like, 6 dolls. But I think I bought for, like, too much money. We're just gonna say too much money. I have the black Oreo Barbie that was recalled because it's a black Oreo Barbie. And that's all I'm gonna say. And I love that doll. So I love recalled dolls. I love recalled. God, and I want the collector Draculaura, the big, which might be the one you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about, but I also don't think. I want the collector doll so bad. I want the one, like, the pretty one with, like, that has, like, the bat pattern dress that was, like, released as a collector's doll a couple of years ago. I want it so bad. Because it's so fucking pretty. But I love recalled toys. I want to get the Growing Up Skipper doll. And for those of you who don't know anything about recalled toys, the Growing Up Skipper doll was recalled because it was a doll. It was a Barbie. It was a Barbie doll that when you wound like her arm back, she would get taller and her boobs would grow. And I want that doll so bad. Not for, like, creepy reasons, but, like, for historical reasons. Also because it's kind of funny. It's a very funny concept for a doll. I owned a couple of, like, recalled toys because I was a child growing up in the early 2000s. Puberty Barbie. That's what she was. That's what her marketing was Growing Up Skipper was a puberty doll. And people did not like that because you can't put boobs on a Barbie doll and make that, like, the focus of the doll for, like, small children. But I had a couple of recalled toys. And, like, I played with those toys. So I'm like, thank God I'm alive. I had Aquadots. Which, Aquadots, to make them stick together, you'd put water on them. Aquadots. They were little things you made pictures with. Children were being hospitalized because they were putting them in their mouths, and I believe either poisoning themselves or putting themselves in comas. I can't remember which. And you better fucking bet your sweet ass, I put a ton of those in my mouth. And I've probably swallowed at least one. Yeah, it was comas. Children would fall into comas because they were eating these fucking dots. And you bet your sweet ass I was at least putting them in my mouth. And it's because they had some like weird chemical compound on the outside to make them stick. Yeah. And I had them, and I loved them, and I put them bitches in my mouth, and I shouldn't have, and that's just like another thing on the long list of things, of reasons why I shouldn't be here, but here we are. I had, and a very big one that's on almost every recall toy test, is a CSI kit. It was a CSI dot swallower, thank you. Thank you, making an emote called Dot Swallower. But God damn it. I had a CSI kit, which had a fingerprint thing, which I believe the recalled CSI kit, I believe the story goes, I will look it up real quick, if I can spell the acronym CSI without fucking it up. I believe the story goes, the fingerprint kit, which I don't think I ever used, though, was made out of asbestos. Yes. It was up to 5% asbestos. So, you know, if you know anything about anything, asbestos is highly toxic. And, I mean, a lot of things, like, my friend Akiza, who was here earlier, has a huge collection of Hannah Montana cards. And if you know anything about the Hannah Montana cards, they have a huge amount of lead in them because of the paint. Like 2008 or 9 Hannah Montana cards, and she has like 6 stacks, like big stacks, rubber band together. I tried to help her like organize them, because one day she just started organizing them and like paired up duplicates and stuff. And those had a high amount of lead. You know, just fun things. Just fun little, just fun childhood things. Asbestos and lead and childhood comas. Alright, I probably, before I start finding something else to yap about, I probably should find someone to raid. Just girly things. Though, honestly, I didn't think I would love yapping this much. I really thought that I'd struggle a lot more with just chatting. So that's why I always have a game to play. Because I'm like, I don't know what I'd talk about. Like, I mean, I struggled at first because I wasn't planning to just be fucking yapping. And I didn't have anyone to yap to. Thank you for that person who was here earlier that kept me sane for a little bit. And then the game ended up being only 55 minutes. But I really didn't think I'd be this into yapping. But apparently, I have a lot to say, which go figure. I'm a person who talks a lot. So much that I talk to myself, but that's because I have like weird aphantasia. So I feel like I don't have any thoughts. It feels like I have no thoughts, no memories. Which is fun. So we are finding someone to raid now before I start getting started. And I think no one I'm following is oh no! Jules is I'm gonna bring y'all to Jules again. I'm breaking my one rule, which I try to do I usually try to raid someone new. I'll look around, but I might just raid Jules if I can. If I can't raid Jules, then I'll find someone new. But Jules is like another one of my favorite another one of my favorite streamers is Jules. I think really? Oh, I thought she had just stopped streaming. Jesus Christ. I'll see. Let's see. Just so I keep my rule, I'll look up the person you suggested, Thy Heavenly. Oh, they're playing Repo. They look fun. They do look cool. Alright, y'all. Before I start yapping again, and so I can try to convince Finn to cook me steak like he promised. Like he promised yesterday. Raid! Oh, fuck. I don't do raid messages because I don't know how. I also don't know. We can do a raid message. I usually don't have enough people to, like, warrant a raid message. Especially people talking. But I have the two you here. I have 3 people here, but, like, should we do Dot Swallower? I feel like that might be weird, but I feel like it's funny. Yeah, I don't... Truth be told, I'll yap for a little minute longer. Just so I can get some, advice. I don't know how to raid effectively. I know to raid someone, I know it's good to raid people, and I know most people do raid messages if they have enough people to warrant it. But I don't know how. I don't know. Orby Eaters. That's a joke from another stream, Disco. That's not a joke. It's not Orbeez, they're Aquadots. We were talking about Aquadots this stream. What do y'all think? What do you think? And also, if you have any advice, please give it, because I'm just a little baby. And I don't know. Aquadot Devourer. You know what? That's lit. That'll be it. Ah, I've gotta go between... You say a raid call, and I'm like, is that another thing, or is that just a raid message? I hope it's just a raid message, or that's another thing I don't fucking know. Aquadot Devourer. That's good. You're good. This is why you're my main man on the inside. 'Cause that's fucking funny. Oh shit. What? What? There it is. I'm trying to think. Aquadot Devourer. Do you want to do... I feel like I want to put an emoji with it, but like... You know. The whole 15 followers thing. Is that a thing that I can do? Is that one I can do? That's a channel. That's a channel. That's a channel emote. You goober. I think. I say I stop yapping, and then I realize someone calls me on my bullshit. And I'm like, fuck. I don't know what to do. Corby. Let's see. Thank you, Thy Heavenly, for reminding me that I can, in fact, eventually do raid messages. I usually don't because people don't talk in chat, but that's changing. Nope, I cannot do. Yeah, I know. I just don't. Nope, that's one I can't do. That's another channel emote, you little goober. Go to global emotes, you... Please, for the love of God. I know, but also the global emotes are kind of like... A lot of them are ass. You know what? It's short. Thank you. Thank you so much. You two have been my saving grace this stream, I swear to God. Alright, y'all. Let's see if I can get this to work. If I can get... I do like the one that I Heavenly sent. Yay! Thank y'all for working with me. Thank you for working with me. Cause... Alright, I think that's it, y'all. That's our raid message. Alright, y'all. I don't think there's anything else I need to do, unless you two think of anything. Like any, like, commands or anything I have to do. Because now I don't know what I'm doing, and now I'm very aware of that fact. I'm still learning. It's fine. I'm trying to remember if there's a command that I need to do. But, if that's it, I think that's it. Thank y'all so much for sticking with me, even though today's stream really went off the fucking rails. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you so much for yapping with me after I was supposed to be playing a game for 3 hours. And now it's been 4 hours, which is crazy. But bye, y'all, and have good yapping. Have fun. Have a pleasant evening. Have fun. It's been fun. It really has. Have fun, and whatever you're doing, if you stay with the next stream or if you got other things to do, please hydrate. Please eat. Please take care of yourselves. And I should have started the raid before now. But I hope y'all have a good day. Goodbye.